natural disaster. My baby has been around for me. Kingdoms are falling, angels be calling. None of that could ever make me leave. Every time I look into your eyes, I see you're all I need. Let me know that you'll be inside of feeling. Ooh, who would've thought I'd get you? Toute ma vie, j'ai rêvé de cette saison. Les fleurs et de l'amour, c'est la raison de l'incarnation de mes oraisons. Renouvelant comme une lunaison. Quatre saisons de floraison. Et soulagement que nous nous amourachons. La belle unicité de notre dépassement. Belle passé. Et qui aurait pensé que tu serais le mien? So I'll take some time just to be thankful that I have days for you before it winds down into the memory is all memory Don't you laugh when I come around. Don't you laugh, feel you work the night I down. Don't you laugh when I come around. Build you up the night time. Ooh.
let her know, I gotta let her know that she my white horse, she my medical. She like my baby mama, know how to take care of me. Give my baby problems, you gon' regret everything. So I let her know, gotta let her know. Came through the front door, I'll be ready for her. And if it's what you want, I'ma give it to you. Yeah, promise, I'ma give it to you.
Miss that smile, Lord knows I ain't seen that in a while, but it's your style. So something must be up keeping you down. You a queen that must be heaven sent. Pray my soul, I must repent for not telling you what I meant and how I felt. Honestly, I'm used to throwing wishes in a well. My conscience tells me that I could have helped without fail. Actions speak louder than words, and that's a lesson that I learned all by myself.
Let her know, I gotta let her know that she my white horse, she my medical. She like my baby mama, know how to take care of me. Give my baby problems, you gon' regret everything. So I let her know, gotta let her know. Came through the front door, I'll be ready for her. And if it's what you want, I'ma give it to you. Yeah, promise, I'ma give it to you. La, 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 la.
Feel it, baby, stress is all around us. These high ceilings and I need it, baby. Pressure and make diamonds, I won't steal it, baby. Silent, baby, hurts to see you crying. Know you trying, ain't no lying, baby. When I say I need you, greedy if I have to share you. It was me that all along did you wrong, thinking that I made you beautiful and strong. This toxicity, the death of me, I fear the day you gone. The most beautiful girl I've ever known.
I'll find a way to treat you better. I swear there's no one out there like you. You teach me to be better. My talk is cheap, keep asking what I do. I'll fly you to the moon and hope I'll see you soon. I'll find a way to treat you better. No problem, I'll do whatever. Let her know, I gotta let her know that she my white horse, she my medical. She like my baby mama, know how to take care of me. Give my baby problems, you gon' regret everything. So I let her know, gotta let her know. Came through the front door, I'll be ready for her. And if it's what you want, I'ma give it to you. Yeah, promise, I'ma give it to you. La 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 la. Da 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 da. La 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 la
I've been thinking about you. Oh yeah. Oh, there ain't no one else that does the things that you do to me. That's why I get nervous. I try to be cool, but you see me the right way. Oh, and I see you too. I don't wanna push you farther away, no. I don't wanna play no games. I just wanna call, see if we're okay, babe. All I wanna ask you is, I don't wanna push you farther away, no. I don't wanna play no games. I just wanna call, see if we're okay, babe. All I wanna ask you is, are you down for love? Are you up for wanna be together, be together? Babe, I want your love. I'll be the one you trust. You're all that matters, all that matters. I got feelings
And I ask myself, is life worth living? Should I blast myself? I'm tired of being poor and even worse, I'm black. My stomach hurts, so I'm looking for a purse to snatch. Cops give a damn about a nickel. Pull the trigger, kill a nigga, he's a hero. Give the crack to the kids, who the hell cares? One less hungry mouth on the welfare. First ship them dope and let them deal to brothers. Give them guns, step back, watch them kill each other. It's time to fight back, that's what Huey said. 2 shots in the dark, now Huey's dead. I got love for my brother, but we can never go nowhere unless we share with each other. We gotta start making changes. Learn to see me as a brother instead of 2 distant strangers. And that's how it's supposed to be. How can the devil take a brother if he's close to me? I'd love to go back to when we played as kids, but things change, and that's the way it is. Come on, that's just the way it is. Changes, things will never be the same. That's just the way it is, the way it is. Oh yeah, yeah. Hear me? Oh my, come on, come on, come on. That's just the way, that's just the way it is, the way it is. Things will never be the same, never be the same. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. And that's just the way it is, way it is. Oh yeah, yeah. I see no changes. All I see is racist faces. Misplaced hate makes disgrace to races. I wonder what it takes to make this one better place. Let's erase the waste and take the evil out the people. They'll be acting right, 'cause both black and white are smoking crack tonight. And the only time we chill is when we kill each other. It takes skill to be real, time to heal each other. And although it seems heaven sent, we ain't ready to see a black president. Oh, it ain't a secret, don't conceal the fact. The penitentiary's packed and it's filled with blacks. But some things will never change, never change. Trying to show another way, but you're staying in a dope game. Ooh, now tell me what's some mother to do. Being real don't appeal to the brother in you. Yeah, you gotta operate the easy way. I made a G today, but you made it in a sleazy way. Selling crack to the kids, I gotta get paid. Well, hey, well that's the way it is. Come on, that's just the way it is. Changes, things will never be the same. That's just the way it is, the way it is. Oh yeah, yeah. Hear me? Oh my, come on, come on, come on. That's just the way it is, just the way it is, the way it is. Things will never be the same, never be the same. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. And that's just the way it is, way it is. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Texting, no writing, nobody telling me what to say. This from the brain, from the heart, from the soul, from the streets. I'm a bitch from the streets. I get that money. I get that money. Bitch, give me what you got. I get.
I'm addicted to the good life. So tell you good night, 'cause I'll find a better one. Yeah, susceptible now before the moment flies. Ooh, so tell you good night, 'cause I'll find a better one. Ooh, susceptible now before the moment flies. It's not a problem, 'cause I know what I'm getting into. Yeah, and nothing can stop me, 'cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Lead the way, I follow. No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all. So tell you good night, 'cause I'll find a better one. Yeah, susceptible now before the moment flies. Before it flies. So tell you good night, 'cause I'll find a better one. Susceptible now before the moment flies.
Alright, we are back. UK, I see UK in the building. Hey, check this out. If my hold, can y'all hear me good? Put a one in the chat if y'all hear me good. It's some shit going on. If y'all hear me good in the chat, put a one in the chat. Alright? Put a one in the chat if y'all hear me. Y'all hear me fine? If you hear me fine, put a one in the chat. Shout out to the UK. Shout out to my man, Jay Haywood. Hey, shout out to J3 again. Yes, yes, sir. Sounds scratchy. Shit. Hold on. How about now? Can you hear me a little better now? All right, check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Can you hear me? Can you hear me better now? Yeah, I think I had it on too loud. If you can hear me better now, put a one in the chat. I'm over here struggle streaming. Sorry, y'all. Sometimes either StreamYard be StreamYarding or my soundboard or my sounds be acting crazy. But if you can hear me better, put a one in the chat, please, so I know that y'all can hear me. I know my mic was too loud for a second. But I think y'all can hear me, right? Hold on. Let me check my headphones. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. All right, you can hear me from a distance. All right, I ain't got to be getting so close on the mic. Peace, 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 peace. Hope everyone is doing. Yeah, I know y'all can hear me better now. So sorry about that small faux pas. Yeah, hear me. Yeah, it was sounding scratchy for a little hot second. But if you can hear me better now, put a one in the chat, and then we can get on with the show. Put a one in the chat, y'all. If y'all can hear me better, put a one in the chat. I think I figured it out. I think I tweaked it a little better so it's not as loud as it was. Sometimes, yeah, I be uh I be trying to do a test drive on this stuff before I get started on my lives. But if y'all can hear me better, please put a one in the chat. I want to keep the show going, and I'm not trying to be too long with it because we got a lot to talk about. But if you can hear me, you know, cool, then please just put a one in the chat. Y'all can interact. Y'all was saying my shit was sounding like trash, so say it's sounding better. Okay, I appreciate you. Duly noted. You know, um, hope everyone's doing good. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in tonight. Shout out to my UK people that's tuning in the building. Jay Haywood, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to, like I say, shout out to J3 again. Where you from, though, brother? Give me your location. If you, where you at, where you reside. Just wherever you reside, just let me know that the money resides there. But if y'all can hear me better than what it was in that beginning time, please put a one in the chat so we can get on with the show. You know. I hate to keep talking and yeah, because I was hearing in my other monitor that my levels wasn't quite right. I can kind of hear it better now on my end, but I need to know if y'all can hear me better on y'all's end. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Now we can get started.
You want to come on with me tonight? It's been a while.
So what is it this time? You just want to be held, or you want the LD?
What you think it is? I want the LD, baby. And then I want to be held. That's all right with you?
You know me. It's my duty to please that booty.
All right, all right, all right, all right. We are back. All right, I'm sounding better. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You are here again of another edition of the Black Bottom Roscast. I am your host, Ross Lee, where I'm here to bring the real, have grown folks conversations, and have a good time doing it. If you are new, please hit the subscribe button. But before anything else, if you do nothing else, hit the like button on the way in, man. Just like when you go into somebody's house that got everything all nice and dainty and stuff like that, you want to take your hat off. That's the quote from Samuel. Yeah. Actually, that's from the original. Was that from Samuel L's? Yeah, I think that was from Samuel. Yep. That was from the remake version of Shaft. You know what I'm saying? Good motherfucker. You know, I always be joking about Samuel L. because he always be yelling and shit and stuff like that, right? But did y'all know he has a cologne on the market? It's sweeping the nation. As soon as you walk in the door with it on, everyone turns their heads. It's a captivating scent, and it is called motherfucker. And then he stick his head out the closet. Good motherfucking choice. Anyway. But shout out to everybody that's out here tonight. Okay. Yeah, I need to see that movie again. You know what I'm saying? It's been a while since I've seen it. I'm old head. I'm an old guy. You know. I remember the original with Richard Roundtree. But I need to see the Samuel L version again because that one was pretty cool. But it's been a while since I've seen it. I only saw it once. So, I need to go back to that. You know what I'm saying? But Shout out to everyone that's tuning in out here tonight. Hey, J3 again. Where you from, man? Shout out to you for coming on in. Hope you subscribe. Hope you hit the like button on the way in. And yeah, kick back. We're gonna have a good time up in here. We're gonna have our discussions. We have our reaction videos. You know, we just do what we do here. On some grown folk things. Like I said, I'm not a red pill. I'm not a black pill. I'm not a pink pill. But I do advocate for the men. I will hold us accountable. But we gotta talk about what goes on. You're eyeballing me, folks. Shout out to Wifey. I see you in the house. Hope everyone had a great weekend, and I hope everyone's been safe. And I definitely hope that you're striving to be the best version of yourself. We got a lot to talk about. I know you see the title, right? And you probably wondering, or some of y'all probably couldn't make it out or get the connect with it when I said, you ain't got to lie, Chey. You ain't got to lie on some Friday shit. But, that's for the people that really recognize certain things. But, yeah, you ain't got to lie, Chey. You ain't got to lie, Shy. Cheyenne Bryant. And I'm going to tell you this right now. She's been blowing up all over the internet since the Breakfast Club. Even a little bit before, because people been kind of like in their way with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's she all about? Is she really legit? Yeah, she got good. All right, I'm gonna say this. There are some women out here, right, that have a good mouthpiece. Pause. But they talk a lot. And they double talk. They over talk. And if you speak eloquently while you're talking, a lot of times it gets other people, when you're having discussions with them, off what they were saying. That's a trick that a lot of women out here do, is whereas they don't necessarily want to have a real discussion, a real conversation, whereas we're both bouncing forth off each other with what our views are. And there's some people that just don't want to just hold themselves accountable for whatever they do. But when they're questioned on certain things and it gets them in a corner, they tend to do that little notion where they want to overtalk you or keep talking and all that other stuff. Cheyenne Bryant's put herself in a bad situation right now because people are really starting to do research. And this is what we all got to understand and come to grips with when we see these certain people on these social media platforms that are heightened and they get a lot of airplay, they get a lot of views and stuff like that. And I know y'all probably, some people's like, well, Kevin Samuels would give advice when he was alive, but Kevin Samuels not one time said that he was a dating coach. He did not never say that he was a therapist. He never said that he was a doctor. He said he was an image consultant. So what his platform was when he was around, because he talked to many, many men that was in that level of status that a lot of women out here would want to be a part of, and they would have these conversations. So what he decided to do, you say, what do I see? Dissertation. She is not a doctor. Wait. Oh, it's wild. Guess what? She can't find it. She claims that the school that she went to that shut down, all they stuff going to a data bank with another, entity that holds all records of anybody that's licensed, that's graduated, that has dissertations and doctorate's degrees. She has the immediate gall to say that she couldn't find her dissertation. I went on, my dissertation is still exactly. There are a few of the ex graduates that went to that school that said that no, you could go right online and find your dissertation. Dissertation. Am I saying it right? Dissertation. I think I'm saying it right. Dissertation. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me for having a Jesse moment. It doesn't matter. But what I'm saying is, she's full of shit. She's full of shit. I'm sorry. We got to call this shit out. People got to call this shit out. She is doing this to grift. I thought Pearly was a grifter. She's jumped past Pearly. You don't even hear about Pearly no more. Remember when Pearly was doing her thing and she was popping and this, that, and the other, and then when motherfuckers expose her for what she really was, you don't hear Pearly no more. Even though she's still online, but she's not as relevant as she once was because she always uses everybody else's talking points and puts it in her own way. And there's nothing, and don't get me wrong, I've heard some talking points from other content creators that are good, that seem, in my eyes, to be something that you can use. But you got to give credit where credit is due. Don't try to get on here and say all these eloquent words and shooting stars and moonbeams out your ass like you just got the wheel and you got it from someone else and you don't even want to get credit. This is why I respect content creators that do in fact use content and give reference to where they got it from, which is fair use, or use different phrasing and they give props to where they get the phrasings from. Don't just sit up here on this here stream or this platform and just be spewing out stuff out your ass and you're not really being actually creative, so to speak. But anyway, I ain't gonna get too far on what it is. You know how I always start. We always start with a body cam. Shout out to my man Heavy Gant. This was a wild situation. This is not one of the normal kind of body cams that I do in fact react to, but this is an interesting body cam, and we all gonna watch it together. This shit's just wild, and it just shows you how certain policemen use their discernment in the wrong manner. You saying who doesn't keep a copy of the dissertation? Sorry, yeah, no, I mean, right. Matter of fuck all that. Where's your graduation pictures? Where's the degree? Where's the copy of your degree? Okay, we're not doubting that she has all these other degrees, but you came on this platform saying that you're a therapist, um, that you're claiming to be doctor and all this other shit, but you don't use a license, and that's dangerous work. But we gonna talk about it. We gonna get into the meat of the matter on that. So stick around for this one because this is gonna be this is gonna be a stone gas, honey, in my motherfucking Don Cornelius voice, straight up. But anyway, let's go. Hold
on the back of his head, and I'll give you furthermore.
Officer?
Yes, I'm Officer Lopez with QSPD.
Yes,
are you good? What happened?
You responded to a call, right?
Yes,
okay.
And you are bleeding.
I was walking down the street.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm bleeding. I don't know.
Yes, you're bleeding.
Hey, yo, Police Cam is the channel, guys. The link's in the description. You know who I do this for. Let's go.
But the lady, she can hit me.
There was a lady that hit you. Okay, yes. All right. You're injured right now.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not aware of it.
Okay. Can you tell me where do you feel pain right now? On the back of your head, somewhere?
Right here.
Okay.
Right here in my head. I don't know anymore.
Okay. The description of the lady. What's the description?
It's black. It's probably sitting right there.
Whoa, sir, easy. Let's not bring race into this.
Right. Do you have your ID with you, sir?
Yes.
What's your name? Amos?
Hamza.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
She doesn't want to do anything. She walked away.
There was a female?
Yeah. And she said that he was like kicking her in front of La Concha, and then he like punched her right.
No, that's not true.
All right.
Because she followed me.
Okay.
And I wasn't even aware.
Okay.
I don't even know where I'm bleeding from.
Okay. I would take a look. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have your ID with you? You don't have any weapons, do you?
No. Sir, can I?
Oh, let me check. It looks like you have one small cut, small laceration on the back of your head. You have something here. Do you have your ID again?
I do have my ID.
Okay, so because this needs to be documented, I need your ID.
Does it have to be?
Yes, sir. It does.
Huh?
Okay.
Where is that?
You need my ID? Can I stand up?
Yeah, you can.
Have we seen the other party?
Not yet. Somewhere on Duval Street.
Oh. So let me be honest with you. I was attacked.
Okay.
Without knowing. Okay.
You were attacked. Okay.
Yes. I'm not the one who called the police.
Yeah, we got a call. I don't know.
Exactly.
I just have to respond.
I understand. I understand.
Okay.
You just doing your duty.
If you don't mind, please sit down.
Okay. You guys seen him? Y'all seen which direction he was traveling in?
I think this was her phone.
Thank you. She had like beige shorts.
Oh, they're gone, bro. So you were attacked, you said. Where was this happening?
So here's the thing. I was walking.
Okay.
The lady, she asked me, like, are you Israelite? I said, no.
Okay.
And she slapped me.
All right.
What?
As soon as she slapped me, I just pushed her.
Hey, yo, seriously? Is there video of footage of that? Like, she just asked you, are you Israeli? And then she slaps you? Okay, let's keep watching. That sounds a lot like a hate crime, but let's keep watching.
I walked away.
Okay.
I'm telling you, this is about to be an interesting body cam, how this shit unfolded. Now, you're seeing this man sitting here bleeding from the back of the head. Obviously, he got into some confrontation with some woman. He's out of town or whatever. And this is why I tell people, and this is why it's a known thing. There are two things in public that we really have to refrain from having discussions about: politics and religion. Because other people have their views, you have your views, you have your beliefs, they have their beliefs. If it's a subject that happens to come up and then you hear an inkling of what they're talking about, don't do it. I had a bad, I won't say I had a bad experience, but I remember like in my 20s when I was learning about Egyptology and things like that, and I was reading all these books and I was just so elated of the history and the knowledge that our ancestors had, and I would go out and like express these things to people, and it'd get into heated debate, it'd get into heated discussions and things like that, especially Christians, because I'm not saying that I don't believe in a higher power. I do, but I don't put labels on myself as far as my beliefs. If you claim you Judaism, be that. If you Christian, be that. If you're a Hare Krishna, be that. Swinging off the vine. I mean, whatever. I mean, that's just you. I have my own views of things. And it's not just one thing because all of these other religions came from one source. And what I learned in my studies of seeking this information, that religion was made to keep us separate. It wasn't made to bring us together. That's why we have these holy wars. This is why you see what you see in in the Middle East and stuff like that. These people feel that their God is better than your God, and if you don't believe me, we're going to have a holy war. Instead of embracing what they believe, you embracing what they believe, and it is what it is because you're all believing in the same thing. But people don't look at it like that because they don't want to, I guess, adhere to what you're picking up that's getting put down in your mind's eye. And that's a problem. And even in politics, I mean, everyone has their own beliefs and whatever. And, it is what it is with that. I just don't have these discussions like that because people get in their feelings about it. There are certain things in Christianity I got problems with. I respect it, but I just have problems with certain things because I just do. And because I know that it derived from something before that. And if I was to get down and break down all how Christianity came about, how Judaism came about and stuff like that, it'll piss a lot of people off. Not from me just talking, but I can show you doctrine. I can show you proof of these things. And people will still refute it because they're indoctrinated in what they believe in. And that's fine. Just don't shit on someone else for their own beliefs. But anyway, let's go. This incident happened over something political. So let's roll the clip.
I was walking with some friends. All of a sudden, I feel a punch.
Okay.
And that's it.
He's the one that beat up the woman.
Two guys.
All right.
Two guys.
Do you see the woman?
No, she's not, but he's the one that beat her up.
Oh wow.
Okay.
Hey yo, he gonna take a ride. If that woman don't know this man and he don't know this man, and this man says he beat that woman up, he's gonna go to jail. Come on.
Okay. So this happened on the street, on the sidewalk.
Yes.
Am I correct or am I wrong?
Right here, maybe
Over there, on the by the corner.
See.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
No, right. Yeah, right here, like by the big light.
Okay.
Stand. Yeah.
All right. So
I was
So
walking,
that's-
and all of a sudden, I feel like a punch.
okay. And then the female, after she did that,
After she did that, two guys appeared,
Mhm.
and they were like, "Hey, we called the police. You're not allowed to leave the scene."
Okay.
So basically, I just stayed. I maybe walked like maybe in 10 feet,
Six
and
foot
I
right
just
onto it.
wait for you. And as soon as you guys showed up, I stayed.
Okay.
She has a beige shirt, khaki pants, two-piece. They say she could have went down this way. I didn't see her.
What direction, to the best of your knowledge, the female? Do you know? Do you remember? No, over there, that way. Did she walk? Did she run? You don't remember? No. And you have never seen this woman before?
I mean,
Just to them
when she
tonight?
attacked me, she slapped me first. You know, like,
And so what is she wearing right now? You don't remember? Is she
Maybe a
young,
skirt.
old, like
not young.
Well, I mean, I guess
early 20s,
if it's
mid 30s?
I guess if it's a title for that in particular understanding, and I guess that's what it is omnism. Is that what it is? Okay. If I'm saying it wrong, forgive me. But no, I've never believed in just one thing. I do believe that people have the right to have their beliefs, but what I don't like is when people judge others for their beliefs and want to like frown on them because they're not picking up what you're putting down. so to speak. I don't have to believe everything that you're telling me, okay? Just because it sounds good, like, you're giving me some good word salad. You're getting all emotional, and you're putting these different variables in it. I mean, that's great, you know, but I don't like that to a degree because it's all an act to me. Just like these prosperity preachers that preach this bullshit that they preach in the name of Jesus, as they say. And it's all a grift, and it's all a ploy to get people's money. And that's all they care about. If you're, I mean, okay, everyone has to work, everyone has to earn a living, everyone needs to pay bills. Theism, yeah, theism, it's theism, yeah, that's what it is. It's the belief in the higher power. Yeah, that's theism. I mean, I guess if that's what you want to call me, that's what I am. But I don't put labels on these things, and that's the problem with religion. Religion always wants to label this, that, this, and that keeps us separate. Why you think the Tower of Babel happened? If you really want to go biblically, the Tower of Babel, that whole story went. Everyone spoke different languages, but everyone was able to understand each other, right? And they was building this tower to reach the heavens, which is physically and spiritually impossible. And it got so high and so broad that God was like, no, you're trying to have a God complex. You're having a God complex. So he destroyed the tower and changed the thought process with all the people where they couldn't understand everybody unless they was in those in particular tribes. I had the book. Read it. I forgot the name of the author, but read the book at the Tower of Babel. It's a good book.
When you do this.
And you say she went down that way?
Yeah, she's that. She's like a prostitute. But at the same time, she's a woman, and he beat that out of her.
No, I take it back. I take it back. It's From Babylon to Timbuktu. That's the name of the book. But the Tower of Babel is in that book. Yeah. Babylon to Timbuktu. That's the name of the book.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So you saw the whole incident?
Well, kinda, bro. Kinda. Yeah, but I saw him beat
Well, hold on. What you mean, kinda? Either you seen it or you didn't. Okay, now if this woman is selling kitty cat, okay, that ain't got shit to do with who started what and who did what. So did you see it or did you not see it?
She just left, man. As soon as the cops came, she split. If I'm not mistaken, bro, they went that way, bro.
Thank you.
Okay. Stay right here, okay?
Ambulance?
Yes, I need to have you looked at. Okay, they're gonna talk.
Hey,
to
this
you.
officer's hand motions are crazy.
Give me a favor, stand up and get over here. Right here. Thank you.
I'm not even
very expressive.
aware of I was injured,
Yeah, I got you. You don't have any weapons, right?
No, I have
Oh, easy now, officer. Easy.
and my
It's the family show, sir.
earphones and
Okay, you're good.
All right.
How you doing? So he, a call came in and got into an altercation with a female. He got a laceration on the back of his head. He got other cuts here, and got injured over here.
Do we need to frisk him again?
We just wanted to make sure again that I call you guys over just to talk to him and see if he wants to go to the hospital and whatnot. Can you do me a favor? Can you take a picture of his injury? So do you remember how you got that injury on your head?
That's that Bruce
Did
Lee
you
shit, son.
fall at any time?
I just told you I was walking by.
Hell, this shit looked like these two people sound like they was in the Kumite. What the? Somebody went to the Kumite. This shit be crazy out in these streets, boy. Liquor and politics don't mix. But anyway, let's go.
By with some friends. We're just walking. The lady came. She's like, "Are you Israelite?"
Yo, we're gonna hear. How many times are we gonna hear this story?
Or whatever. I'm like, "No, I'm not." And she just slapped me out of nowhere.
Great.
As soon as she slapped me, I just pushed her and I walked away.
Damn, he got Rick James. He got Rick James. That's a shame. Tragic, but gotta be more careful. But anyway, let's go.
Started walking with some friends, and that's when she hit me, and all of a sudden I was like on the floor.
Hey, yo, man, Borat ass may be lying. You know what I mean? Looking like a fake ass Sacha Baron Cohen. He may be lying because ain't nobody confirmed what he said. All right, everybody is confirming that he beat this woman up.
Not my man called him Borat. I know y'all remember that movie. Goddamn, Borat. That was a crazy movie, man. I might need to pull that up again just to see it because it was crazy. But anyway, yeah, he do look like Borat's cousin or some shit, like Sugar Shane. You got Borat and you got Sugar Shane. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. Excuse me. I'm trying to be nice. Cool, let's go.
I got up. I tried to walk away. The guys were like, "No, you're not leaving." They just called the cops or whatever. So I put like maybe some steps. And all of this time when you guys showed up, I just stayed and that's it. That's when you guys found me.
Okay.
I think I gave you my idea, right? Yeah.
So far, based on what you gave me and what I got from a witness, apparently the female that was involved, the female that you got into an altercation with, she doesn't want to press charges, right? I didn't get a chance to talk to her. I don't know what she is. I don't know. I don't have any more information, right?
Okay.
Are you pressing charges or?
You can find her. I will press charges.
Okay. A male came up, said that you were beating her up. I don't know, right? Only you two know what happened. So this is what I'm going to do. I will document it. I will do my best to get the other female ID. And if I get a chance to speak with her and I get her side of the story and she wants to press charges or not. So again, based on what I have right now, I don't know who initiated what, and I don't have her right here right now. So you want to move forward with charges. So if I find her and she wants to move forward with it or not, then you two are going to go to jail. Okay?
So let me ask you a question. If
Yes,
I
sir.
want to press charges, this is going to go further. Right?
Yes, if you press charge, I will be arresting her with you. Then I will do the same for you, and the two of you go to jail, and that's how it works.
Okay. So if she doesn't want to press charges,
I don't know that.
No. That's what you said.
If she doesn't,
So that's what you told me.
No, that's not what I said.
That is what he said. Okay, this officer is not very good at articulating, his message. That is what he said. Okay, because he said that, and we seen the other witness who was like, yeah, she doesn't want to press charges, but yeah, she said that this guy, blah, blah, blah. We all seen that. And this officer did say that, but let's keep watching.
Didn't want to press charges.
That I didn't get a chance to speak with her.
Okay.
According to what I have, that's what I got, right? So I had to verify because I don't even know who she is.
Okay.
I don't know who she is. So I will do my best to get an ID on her. And once I do that, I will make contact with her. And then I will do the same thing. I'll ask her about what happened and whatnot. And obviously, if she wants to press charges.
God damn, officer, can you land your plane? God damn, spit it out, land your plane. Let's go.
Okay. She can say yes, she can say no.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
and she can say yes or say no. Yes, sir. That makes perfect sense. Absolutely.
That being said, are we moving forward with pressing charges?
Yes.
All right. So I have it right here twice. The case number, my name. How long are you in town for?
A few days, maybe just
Few days.
tomorrow. And,
Okay. Do you remember where are you staying at right now?
And you ain't from around there, and you over there causing all this ruckus. You know what I'm saying? Got to be more careful. See, people when they travel, man, y'all need to know how to move. Get in, enjoy your time, and get the fuck gone. It's not a cool situation to be an out of towner and have issues with the law, where it's a possibility that you might go to jail. You know, like bibbity bop, you going with that cop. Yeah, you don't want to deal with that out of town, man. Because you have to go back when it's time to go to court. And some people don't go back. So now you done fucked yourself up and you caught you a motherfucking warrant. Now you're a fugitive. So, you know. This shit crazy. It ain't sounding good for them, but, you know, it is what it is. Let's go.
Right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Where is that at?
I'm not staying at any place right now specifically.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how can I get a hold of you? If I
Phone number?
Just the phone number?
What do you mean you're not staying nowhere specifically? What does that mean? That's weird. You're just in town? What? Like homeless? Like what are you talking about?
Okay. All right.
Staying anywhere?
Not right now, specifically, no.
Okay. And this phone, we don't know.
Not homeless. Just other parts. Yeah, I understand, but I'm on a road trip. I can afford the hotel at any given time. You know, I just didn't plan it. I might go back to Miami tonight. A lot of things can happen. You know.
Okay.
Okay, I'll grab that too. So y'all three came out at the same time? Or? Okay. Okay, and where were they at right then? Right here? Okay. And
He was swinging at her. We all yelled for him to stop. Sam ended up getting him.
Okay.
Here we go. Here's another person saying that he was swinging at her. This is another person, impartial, doesn't know these people, that confirms he was swinging at her.
And they what?
They ended up in a fight.
Okay. You said her weave was pulled out?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Like he had been
You gonna pull the weave out, boy? Them spirits got to ministering. So not only, according to these people, is he putting hands on this woman, he's pulling her weave out. A way different story than he told, right?
Holding onto it, or
Yeah, it was like her hair was probably like here, and then it was kind of pulled out, like hanging down and stuff like
did
that.
you see any injuries on her or anything?
I didn't. She
So we
just
can
said
try
that
to
she
find
didn't want to deal with the police or anything like that. But she was like holding her face.
Okay, and you said she's mixed
Okay,
race.
we're gonna
probably shoulder length
forward
hair?
just a little bit.
Let's not bring race into this, guys, but let's keep watching.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna pull it up to like this.
She just
I like that was free Israel and I got punched in my face.
You said free Israel, so he punched you in the face?
yes.
Okay. Do you have
Okay.
an ID on you?
Well,
by
first
chance?
off, why would you go up to this man and tell him to free Israel? Is he the Palestinian consulate? Is he one of the heads? He's a regular motherfucker. Why would you even do that shit? This is the shit that I'm talking about right here. Motherfuckers love to incite bullshit and write checks that they ass can't cash. Why would you do some stupid shit like that to get him? Y'all out here kicking it, y'all out here drinking, you looking at him, you seeing his ethnicity and all this other shit, and you want to fucking blur out some bullshit like that and think it's cool. Not saying that it's right that he smacked your ass up, but damn, why would you incite the bullshit? Keep your opinions to yourself out here, y'all. Because sometimes you don't know who the fuck you running up across. You lucky that's all that might have happened. Is that what you said? Now your feelings hurt. You wasn't crying and doing all that shit when you was in your energy saying that bullshit to him in the first place. So now you a victim. Now you a victim. Now you crying wolf. you know, he put belt the ass. Now you don't like it. You don't like when people put belt the ass to you, right? Sometimes belt the ass might be needed in a lot of situations out here in the world. Maybe it have you motherfuckers think twice about what come out your mouth. Now and some people like, well, damn, you say shit out the wheel sometimes. Yeah, I do, and I can do that. And I'm not inciting anything to be whatever, but I say certain things at certain times when I know it's appropriate. There's a lot of things I can say in a lot of different spaces and places that I just hold in like, I'm gonna let that go. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna let that go. I'll be sitting up there sometimes and I'll be hearing certain things and I'll be like, what? What the hell did he just say? What did she just say? Should I just say something about that? And then I'll be like, like,
Nah.
just don't even do it. Just let it go. Just let it go, man. Let them have their time. But don't say that shit no more. Especially outside. Sometimes shit might happen. You know what I'm saying? Look, I ain't inciting violence. But,
I don't want peace. I want problems, always.
Let's
No?
go.
Okay, we can do it this way, okay?
You have my phone already.
I do have your phone. I don't have it on me.
What did she mean? Free Israel or free Palestine? Like what? It would be such a shame that you got into a fight over politics, over a misunderstanding. You know what I mean? Like, come on, dog. Like, what exactly did you say? What did you mean, ma'am?
Go back to the scene. I have it over there, though.
5-7 here. I don't want to do this here. My daughter's in there.
Do you want to step outside real quick? Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I'll come with you.
86-64, just info. That's going to be the victim's phone. I'm going to walk back and talk to my partner. She's going to grab you all the information from you, okay? So let's have some interviews. She stated that...
Well, I'm on. I need to know. Yeah.
She stated that she said free Israel, and that set him off. And he attacked her and punched her in the face. She has some scrapes on her legs, too. So I'm working on getting all her info and all of that. Based off of what she's saying, based off of what they're saying, I would say he is.
So she said something around the lines free Israel, but they don't know each other?
Nope.
So
she was just hollering free Israel.
Okay.
And he approached, punched her in the face. I had to hold the hand, the right side of her face.
Okay.
She also has some scrapes and stuff on her legs from where she was on the ground. So.
And before all this, where was she?
I'm just now getting all of that.
Oh, okay. So, and again,
I just got
because
the part of it.
They only saw the middle of it. Like they didn't see anything prior
they don't
to
know
that.
each other.
No, the witnesses.
I 100% believe that this is a drunk altercation over a political misunderstanding.
And this is why liquor and politics and religion don't mix. It don't mix. It don't, because this is what ends up happening. It just don't mix. When you hear a motherfucker out here in the streets, y'all out there doing whatever, and you hearing some political shit, just let it be, man. Just don't say shit. Just why? It's not even worth it. It's not worth your energy. It's not worth your time. Because next you're gonna be talking about
Help me, nigga.
Like, come on, man. We gotta do better.
That's what I think this is, y'all. This is some stupid shit.
Yeah. No, I got that. Okay. I'm saying she doesn't know him. She was just out drinking. She lives right around the corner, so she comes over here and drinks frequently. She yelled, free Israel,
Okay.
and he attacked her for it. I've got Maddie with her right now, gathering the rest of the information, but I wanted to give you what I had real quick.
He wants to press charges because he's claiming that.
Say, homeboy should have left this shit alone. He should have been like, nah, I don't want to press charges either. Just went on about his business. But no. He wanted to press charges. But all of the witnesses say that he was the aggressor. So yeah, now you about to get that work.
She was the one that initiated.
What's he saying?
That he got slapped on the face. He wants to press charges because he's claiming that she was the one that initiated.
What's he saying?
That he got slapped on the face. But he doesn't remember how he got all the injuries, like on the back of the head. He got scratches on his face, scrapes on his elbow. He doesn't remember the description.
Yo, it sounds like mutual combat. If she talking about, track got pulled out of shit and he got scratches and bloody back of the head and shit, it sounds like mutual combat. It sounds like both of them need to go to jiggity jail. Like Bibbity Bop, go with that cop to jiggity jail. That's what it sounds like. And if it happens like that, then I'm okay with that. But we're going to see what happens. So, all right, come on, let's go.
Of the female other than she's younger, early 20s or mid 20s.
I don't know. It's up to you. You want to go talk to her?
When she is
I'm sorry. Being mid 20 doesn't matter. You could be 18. You could be motherfucking 25. You could be 35. Mutual combat. Yo, what up, Big Mike? I see you in the house. I'm all good. Thank you for coming on in. Shout out to you. But yeah, man. This sounded like trash, This sound like a simple fact of political shit that happened like this. Get slapped up. Sound like mutual combat to me, but we're gonna see how this unfolds, so let's go.
Else doesn't remember his head or any of that. Going off what she said, it's a he said, she said at this point. We have independent witnesses saying he was striking her.
Yep.
And when they saw the altercation, because they came out as a physical altercation, so I don't know at that time who is doing what other than that, right? Yep. So they saw only.
I don't understand why this officer seems so confused about how this works. Okay. Whoever hit who first? Who hit who first? Okay. You have independent witnesses saying that this guy beat this woman up or this guy hit her first. Okay, then he takes the ride. Like, I don't understand what the confusion is, but let's keep watching.
Him hitting her. They didn't see her. They didn't see her hitting him.
But was they watching the whole thing unfold, or they only watched it when certain things escalated to the point where it got broke up and it stopped? That's the point. What I'm saying. Cameras is everywhere. I want to know what camera footage is involved in all this. Because, this is 2026. It's just certain shit you just can't do out here in the streets, whether you out in nightlife, in the middle of the day, the afternoon, hell, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Everything's in fucking 5K. So, just because they said that he put hands on her first, in their eyes, who's to say that it didn't happen all the way? How is his head bloody if she didn't touch? My point. Mutual combat. We're not negating the fact that he put the beats on Dre on her ass. Okay, we're not negating that. He gave her the beats from Dre. Okay, but it's mutual combat. He got scratches on him. Bloody hit the back of his head, got busted. What would he fall after he put the beats on him? Walking away like, tough man. Boom, 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 boom. Face ass. The fuck? What we doing? He was walking tall, pumping his chest, and he slapped it and he slipped and busted shit. No. Oh, that's how you got the scratches too? Mutual combat. If nothing else, I would be satisfied in this situation if both of them went to jail. Fuck it. Bibbidi bop, y'all's going with that cop to jiggity jail. But the Bodius. In my Spike Lee voice, the Bodius. Anyway, let's go.
Is that about that wide amazing? I don't think it's like that. Okay, I don't think it's like that. No.
So you're walking. So just so I have the story correct, okay, from everything that you're telling me, you're at Sushi's song. You contact her. He says, "Hey, come over to Heroes." You're like, "Sure." Yeah. During that time, you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna go by Rick's."
I'm gonna go grab my stuff from work.
Right, you gotta grab your stuff from work. You're walking. You're on Duval. You walk past a Pelrose. You're in front of La Concha.
I'm literally walking this way because I'm like, you know what? I need some food, so I'm gonna go right here to Mary Ellen's because I love the food there at Mary Ellen's. And it's literally right here at my house. So it's like,
okay, so what happened before all this? What caused the conversation?
I told you already.
Well, you were saying.
I told you I was literally walking.
Okay.
And he already had threw a drink in my face and punched me.
Why? Because you said free Israel. What started that conversation? What started that interaction? What led up? What was the build up to that before all that shit happened? Yeah, hit the like button on the way in and subscribe if you are new. And hey, and like the video, share it, and all that, everything. What led up to that? What? Just because you said free Israel, he was just gonna just smack you and give you Beats by Dre? No, something else happened behind that. See, this is the shit that be pissing me off about certain situations like this with certain women out here in the world that give half the story when they get their ass whooped, because so many women out here think they can beat a man's ass. Why? I don't know. See, where he's from, that shit ain't tolerated. And see, and this the difference between third world countries and the Western world. The Western world women think and believe that they can just put hands on men and nothing's going to happen to them. But you do that same shit in like Morocco. You do that same shit in fuck that fucking country with the Arabs. Fuck, I can't even think of that damn name right now. The shit, the porta potty country. Dubai. Oh, do that shit in Dubai and see what happened to you. Put hands on and feet on men out there. The police gonna look at you and don't even and turn their fucking back. It's just certain cultures, it's just certain areas of the world that they don't play this I'm big, I'm bad shit with you women, man. And that's y'all problem here in the Western world. Y'all think y'all can beat everybody's ass, and you can't. I mean, I've seen a few, but all of you can't. It's a small percentage. I believe that 1% of the women in this country can whoop a man ass. One. And that 1% ain't beating me. But anyway, I'm just saying. I'm just talking shit. But I ain't inciting violence. But don't come in my face with that bullshit, cause boy, the Kumite. But anyway, let me shut. I'm sorry. Try not to rant. Sorry for the rant.
kicked me in my shit and then ran off.
Kicked in your shit. Damn. Wait.
Okay.
What, he kicked you in the pussy? I'm sorry. The chocha? The coochie? He kicked. You know how many stories that it is that men that got kicked in the ding ding? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You mad because he said fuck that shit and he gave you Das Boot. You got Das Boot in the cuckoo. Lord have mercy. Now she a victim. Anyway, let's go.
Already punched me and kicked me in my shit, and then when I saw him at Mary Ellen's, I'm like, what the f- is wrong with you? Why the f-? And then it just all over again.
Okay, you said there was some conversation beforehand, though.
I told you what the conversation was. I was like, free Palestine. I was like, free Israel. Free all the
free. Okay, but this is what I'm saying. I'll tell you. This is a drunken, misunderstanding, political conversation that led to an altercation. Okay, free Israel and free Palestine.
This ain't a drunken misunderstanding. This is a drunken hot mess. First off, ain't not now one of you motherfuckers in not now one of them motherfucking countries. Why the fuck do y'all care? You gonna go out there and fight the revolution? Viva a revolutionary? Girl, you gonna go out there and fight for their freedom? Man, have at it, man. Let me see. Let me know how that worked when you come back in like 10 bags for doing that shit. Or they can't find your body because it got blowed up. I mean, shit. I mean, some of y'all motherfuckers don't know nothing about revolution. Some of y'all don't know nothing about word I'm looking for, war. You're not for that. Stay in your dainty life in the West. Stay out of that kind of conversation. You are not about that life. Okay? You're pissing in the wind, and the wind is strong. So it's gonna be all over you. All in your face. Might get in your mouth and your nose. You know, like, come on, this is stupid. But anyway, let's continue because it's almost over.
Are two very different statements, ma'am. Okay, you got to know what the fuck you're talking about, number one. Number two, I mean, she also should have the ability to get the shit wrong and say it wrong without being attacked. Both things are true. Let's keep watching.
People who are like being bonded.
But was there some reason for that to come out? Like, did he say something?
Yes.
Okay, then what did he say? I'm trying to understand what happened.
He was like, America, all this shit, fuck Palestine. No, he was like, America, Palestine, this, fuck that. He was talking to his friend. And then if you run back for the country cameras, then you can hear all the traffic that's in between me.
I mean, I tend to think that anybody needs to get checked on that type of shit. Like, regardless.
Now, okay, well, that's a touchy situation. Are y'all doing that to the migrants that was burning the American flag? Because, you know, when they was burning the American flag in some of them protests, when, you know, ICE was all around and doing what they was doing, that was basically a representation of fuck America. Did you go fight for that? Did you go fight those migrants that was burning the flags for that? Did you take up for ICE agents that were getting hit by cars because radical leftists, feminists, weirdos was upset because they was trying to sweep up illegal migrants? Did you have anything to do with that? You're mad because this man said fuck America, but I literally on video in real time saw foreigners burning the flag. What do you have to say about that? I mean, I'll wait. Hell, fuck America too. Shit. I said it. What, you gonna beat me up? Yeah, fuck America too. Fuck America for my ancestors. Fuck America for what they did to my people in the Native American culture. Fuck all that shit. Fuck slavery. Fuck taxes. And what, you gonna fight me for that? Bitch, get out your feelings. That's stupid. With a capital oopid. Like, the fuck is wrong with you? You are a dun-dun-dun. Because if you ain't gonna really be out there on the front line for all these other motherfuckers that did all the shit that we didn't see in real time, basically saying fuck America, but give us something. He ain't here asking for you motherfuckers to give him something. He already had it. He just their business. Them motherfuckers coming up here and setting up shop, stealing out of stores, putting their hoes on the stroll, taking your resources, invading your neighborhoods, stopping traffic, holding up the flow of life because they want to make a point. What the fuck is this man doing? He's out kicking it. This shit is stupid, man. Hold on. Let me pull it a little bit further up.
Kicked in my fucking face. How would you?
You were walking from bricks to here.
I was literally walking the bricks. I didn't even make it the bricks. I didn't even make it the bricks to get my shit. I bartended there. Like, I didn't even make it the bricks to get my shit. It was the conscious side.
Okay, so you were walking that way. Okay.
I was walking towards
Right, towards which? Okay. And you never made it there because this happened.
Huh?
Did you get everything?
All her stuff, yes. I tried
Story-wise?
for the most part. Can I chat with you out there? Yeah.
I'll be right back, okay, Miss Lady?
Officers were able to obtain surveillance footage from a nearby bar as part of the investigation. The footage.
Wow. Oh, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit right here. Look at this shit. Look at this bullshit. Let's do it
from a
again.
nearby bar as part of the
Look at
investigation. The footage.
Look how she run up.
Wow.
Look at this.
What?
And striking him from
bullshit.
behind.
Look at
The
this.
man then turned and became.
Okay, so you mean to tell me this ain't mutual combat? You see this shit? Let's rewind this again. He's
what?
His back is
striking
facing
him
her.
from behind. The man
She
then
runs
turned and
up.
became involved in a physical altercation with the woman, during which ultimately rendering him
She
unconscious
runs up and
during the
he gets
altercation.
knocked out by another motherfucker.
Turn around for now.
So
This
he
is-
gets
So we got video footage of what happened, and look, maybe it just wasn't on camera that he was punched
and striking him from behind.
Fuck
The man
that.
then
Let's
turned
look at
and
this again. Let's look at this again. Now, this is how his fucking head got busted.
Huh?
Did you get everything?
All her stuff, yes. I
But
tried
you're such the
for
victim
the
when the
most part.
police
Can I
was
chat with you
coming.
out there? Yeah.
I'll be right back, okay,
Watch
Miss Lady?
this shit again, y'all.
officers were able to obtain surveillance footage
Watch
from a
this.
nearby bar as
Look
part
at
of the
this.
investigation.
Is she a victim right now?
Wow.
Is she a victim right now? Is she a victim right now?
What?
This is
and
mutual
striking him
combat.
from behind. The man then turned and became involved in a physical altercation with the
Whoa.
woman, during which ultimately
Wow.
rendering him unconscious during the confrontation.
Turn around for now.
This is
Bullshit. So he gets knocked out. She busts his shit. He gets knocked out by another motherfucker. Why wasn't he arrested? This is all fucked up right there. I don't even want to see no more. I don't even want to see no more. Oh, shit. There's a video that my man got that they done took offline. Damn, AC. That must have been a deep fucking video. Man, maybe I shouldn't have went too long. Maybe I shouldn't have went too long with this motherfucker. Hold on, man. I gotta see something right quick. They didn't took this video down that I was getting ready to play next with AC, and that is bogus. Oh yeah, they took it down. Y'all fucked up, man. YouTube The YouTube overlords. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all done set up there. Videos unavailable. Video. Oh, it's private. Okay. He done took it to private. Damn. It must have been bullshit. Anyway, that's bullshit right there, yo. That's mutual combat. Both of them should have went to jail. She didn't go to jail. He went to jail. The dude that assaulted him, I mean, I think he should have went to jail. But, you know, it is what it is with that, right? Now we about to get on this Cheyenne. You know, you ain't got the lie, Bryant. Because I'm not putting the title in front of her name. I don't, y'all motherfuckers doing that bullshit. But this is a very interesting video. In this video, you about to see some real licensed psychiatrists that breaks this down about this broad and how dangerous the game that she's playing. Shout out to House of Hypocrites for putting this out here. Without further ado, let's go.
I will say this, allegedly, right? Because we don't know, they're doing an investigation. But if this is true, it feels intentionally deceptive.
Let this be a warning. One thing you don't do is piss off Black women that have credentials, who have spent years on years and years to acquire those credentials, and you go get in the space that they deserve, and you make a name for yourself for lying about having those said credentials. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, one of these doctors that I'm about to show you, I don't know if she slipped up or intentionally said Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is currently under investigation. And what could she be under investigation for? False impersonation.
Fraud. Posing as a doctor. Doing illegal sessions. Now, she says, and she literally admitted this shit online on these platforms, that all of her sessions is online. That's not what you're supposed to do. I've not ever seen a licensed therapist, psychiatrist put any of the sessions of their clients on a platform for the public to see, because that violates the HIPAA rights. She tries to gloss over it and says, well, that's why I stopped having a license, because I don't want to be bound to certain rules and guidelines. So basically you're saying you don't give a fuck about your clients. All you care about is your image, your visibility, because you look a certain way, which she looks weird to me, you know, to be honest with you. You know, for those that don't know, she used to be a video vixen. She was on a Marion video back in the day with a motherfucking Peter Pan head having ass. But I digress. But anyway, let's go.
Medical fraud and practicing without a license. Let's get into the video.
And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. She's given out viral relationship advice to millions of people, but now popular life coach Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is defending her own reputation. Critics have been accusing the influencer of faking her doctorate degree. This week on The Breakfast Club, Bryant finally responded.
Had downloaded from the actual student portal my transcripts at that time, and I was able to get just about all of my transcripts, including up to like dissertation. But everything else, there's just no holding take for any of our records, which I think is completely.
What? This is what really made people question her validity.
Bullshit.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Bullshit.
This was bullshit. I'm sorry, some of you platforms, y'all some suckers, man. Y'all might look at her in a certain way in y'all eyes. That's why y'all want her on y'all platforms, because she's so-called popping. She had traction, but I'm not going to have anyone on my platform, regardless of how the fuck they look, talking bullshit and giving word salad. Any degree that you obtain, I don't give a fuck what school it's from. Any degree that you attain in higher learning is stored in the records. Even if the school is no longer in existence. This is cap.
Stop the cap.
Cap. This is a cap. This is bullshit. But this is what I'm saying about certain women like her that talk, and say things in a way and twist words and gives you word salad that gets you off of her ass. Pause. As far as finding out the truth. And then she has the nerve to have an attitude. I didn't see what doctor do you know that talks to a patient and the patient just want to have small banter and talk and conversation, and the patient might be like, well, hey, where'd you go to school at? They be proud to say that shit, and they be proud to give them whatever credentials. Real doctors don't have a problem telling you where they got their shit from. But this one, she's suspect as fuck.
Completely effed up. Just in
They
general.
are going to kill you online this week. They're going to say she has no records.
Joining us now for Angela After Dark, we have a panel of experts, the relationship gang, therapist, Dr. Jasmine Boone, Dr. Bernadette Smith, and of course, Dr. Angela Jones. So,
and let me tell you something. They can't say these women are unattractive. You know what I'm saying? They can't use that. Oh, they just hating. Nah. That boy Isaiah picked 3 of Houston's finest. You know what I'm saying? To come give her that work. And one of them is about to expose something. I don't know if it's supposed to be out there, but this is about to get interesting.
Dr. Jones, we briefly talked about this last week, not this specific case, but grifters, one of the things you said, you can be a relationship expert, don't always have to have the PhD, but the problem with this is what?
The problem with this is her credibility, the conferment of her degree. She's unable to prove them. And also she just really contradicts herself often. Now, is it plausible that some of the stuff that she is saying is true? It is plausible that it is difficult for you to get your records when a school closes because it has closed. But it's often easy to just go ahead and Google to see if this is actually true, and it's not. She said that they sold the records to a third party. The third party is Parchment.com, and Parchment.com, you could get the records back from over a decade.
Parchment.com. Any person that went to a collegiate institution that closed down would have those records in Parchment.com. You can Google that shit and find it like that. All you gotta do is type their name and what college they went to, or even go more extensive. Did such and such person have this such and such degree from such and such school? And it'll get pulled up. She is full of shit. And when I'm not saying that she didn't go forth with this, but you want to know what the crazy shit is that I heard that she said? She said that when she was searching for her transcripts, her dissertation, and all that other shit, right, and couldn't find it, she got a hold of the financial aid department that used to be a part of that college. You know what she said? They told her, well, we could give her your money back. What? What? What financial aid shit has ever offered to give you your money back? But then she tried to flip it and said, well, yeah, we can give you your money back, but if we do, we can't. Why would you give someone money back for something that they completed? Okay. First off. Second off, why would the financial aid department even say that shit out their mouth? That motherfucker, after he got the phone, his boss is going to call that person into the office because they monitoring these calls like, hey, I need to come holler at you. They ain't going to have a job after that. What the fuck, you ain't giving them their money back. So who's going to give it back? You? Out your check? Matter of fact, yeah, go ahead. We give you your whole year's salary. It's going to him, but you getting the fuck up out of here. What? What are we talking about? I ain't never heard no financial aid department say, yeah, we'll give you your money back. Once you sign that contract, it's a done fucking deal. Now you owe us. This ain't no grant. It's financial aid. It's a loan. Ain't no I'm reneging on the loan. What the fuck? Just, oh my God. This shit is so out the wheel. It's ridiculous. And she got attitude about it now. Because now the screws is getting tight on her. The heat, she feel it on the back of her fucking skinny little neck. You know? She feeling it. And it's not gonna stop, y'all. As long as she keep it, because she's doing this, she's trying to deflect from it because she got this fake ass book that she got out that she's doing a book tour from. Guess what's happening now? The publisher of her book is literally giving customers their money back after they found out this news that she's really not really a license or an actual doctor that actually finished. She wouldn't be going through all this shit if she actually graduated and has these credentials. But anyway, let's go.
Decades. And they even list the university that she's claiming that she can't get her records from on there as records you can get. When you do a dissertation, your dissertation is published and it becomes in part of a national portfolio that you can easily look that up. This is not a thing that you have to go find someone to get your dissertation. So the thing is, sure, some of the stuff could be plausible, and that's what I'm going to say.
Look at this shit. This is all she care about. It's all she care about. Showing her little ass. Showing her look. She ain't no fucking doctor. This bitch used to be a video hoe. And I guess in between time and in the meantime, she said she's been studying this practice for like 18 years. 18. So I guess after she got finished with the streets, you know, she decided to go to college to be a doctor. Okay, whatever. I hear you.
I'm going to say it's plausible because I'm not the one that's doing the investigation. But the problem is, if we wanted to show our degree, we can easily show our degree.
Now, for those who are concerned about the mental health and the advice, talk about that, doctors.
I think, again, to distinguish the difference between calling yourself a coach versus saying I'm a I used to have a license. Those are different implications. And so one of the conversations that we've been having is we are bound by code of ethics. We are bound by different standards. And even some of the things, she's been part of our conversations for some time in terms of some of the advice that she has provided or some of the things that she had shared definitely crosses and blurs that line from an ethical space.
This is not a surprise at all. But don't these doctors speak so eloquently? Is it eloquently? Eloquent. See? Y'all know I be fucking up words. Don't they speak so elegantly?
Eloquently. The word is eloquently, House of Hypocrites. I love you. You put good content out. Damn, I fucked up. Hell, you done rubbed off on me for a second. It's called eloquently. That's the word. They speak so eloquently. So ebullient, so fashionable, so eloquent, so elegant. All that. So on code. Whatever you want to call it, but if you're gonna say the word is eloquently. Okay. He's stumbling.
Is it eloquently? Elegantly. Oh, that's I can't do it. What's another word? What is another word? Hey Siri. Wake your bitch ass. Hey Siri. What's another word for elegantly?
It's eloquently. Siri looking at you like, nigga, what are you talking about? Elegantly. Elegance? What the elegance? You gonna pull up some fucking some samples of different like sales, stuff like that. No, it's eloquently. Come on, man, get it together, bro.
Don't they speak so luxuriously? Hold on, I can't do that one either. Hold on. Don't they speak so opulently? Extravagantly. I can say that one. Don't they speak so extravagantly as doctors? You know what I'm saying? With class.
Now, come on, Jesse. Now, you know that's not a word. Extravagantly. It might be a word, but extravagant? No, it's called eloquently. See, you about to make me fuck up saying the damn word. And I know the word. I know how to enunciate it. It's eloquently. Come on. Get the mumble out your mouth. Mush mouth. Hey. It's Spout Albert. Dono. Rudy. Mush mouth. Face ass. Come on. Get together, bro. I'm just fucking with you, but man, come on, man. Get the mush mouth out your mouth.
Yes, with the pronunciation that I can't. The pronunciation that I can't get down pat. Then when you go look at Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, she's speaking like she's straight from the hood, which is okay. But it ain't as crisp. You feel me?
Can do a lot of harm because what we also have to recognize is the people who she's talking to are people who typically do not seek out help. And so if they're receiving information that is muddled, that is not rooted in truth, that's not factual, it's going to do more harm than good and prevent more people seeking help.
And I will say this, allegedly, right? Because we don't know, they're doing an investigation. But if this is true, it feels intentionally deceptive.
And she said that so quick. She said that so quick. Allegedly, she don't know they doing it in an investigation. Once this hits the airways of corporate media, the what they call it, legacy media, Somebody is going to see that is an inspiring federal agent or a private investigator with credentials and going to say, she claiming she's a doctor, but she come on here and said she cannot find any of her paperwork. Then you have these doctors going on there telling you, hey, you can go find your, you know what I'm saying, your degree, your dissertation here, because this is like in a national database, especially when you're dealing with the medical field. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to psychology, that's in the medical field. When you got a clinical psychologist that can write prescriptions, that's in the medical field. So when you have somebody hearing that this woman does not have these credentials and making these exaggerated claims about her not having the opportunity to go get her information, somebody's going to look into that. I'm not a federal or a state private investigators, but a year or two ago, I looked into it. When she was coming up and her name was getting within the tabloids, I said, hey, this woman is not a doctor. Corey Holcomb said, this woman is not a doctor. And they just said we was hating, right? A year or two later, it's coming out that I was 1,000% right, along with a lot of more people. So don't let that go over your head. She is under investigation.
Intentionally misleading because, and I'm sure you all can attest, like day after day, people will assume I'm a psychiatrist because I'm Dr. Boone. I immediately bring correction and education. I don't expect my clientele, I don't expect viewers to, necessarily know the distinction. So it's my responsibility to know that they're clear on what that is. And if you're not doing that, that is deception. That is purposely misleading people. And so the other piece I wanted to bring up, if you don't have the transcript, okay, plausible, right? Do you have a picture of your graduation day? Do you have something? Nobody walks across the stage and doesn't take a picture of those 3 stripes on your cape. You know what I mean? And so it's just like
the deception leads into it's okay that you're not licensed. There's a lot of non-licensed people, and this is not us saying coaches are not credible. There's a lot of amazing coaches out there.
Yeah, honestly.
But you're also saying if you're licensed, you're talking bad about those that are licensed. You're saying, oh, you're only licensed so you can bill insurance. Well, honey, I don't take insurance.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm licensed because I want to make sure I get the proper training. I want to make sure that my clients and me are protected, right? So if they have an issue, if I do something morally wrong, they have a board they can go to. We are standardized. We are looked over. You wouldn't go to a medical doctor that said, I went to medical school, but I didn't get the license. You're going to let them do surgery on you?
Or I'm no longer
Basically,
licensed.
you're allowing her to do surgery on your mind. And it is really unfair to the clients who really need help and trust her.
They can't go to a board.
They can't, and then all they do is change your name, set up shop, go someplace else. But if I do something like that, you can report me to the board. My license can be snatched. Fines associated with it, whereas that's not the case.
And what do you do to those clients or individuals out there who may feel betrayed? Is there any legal recourse at all?
I'm sure there's legal recourse. They just don't have a board to back them up, right? And that does suck, right? I don't know. I don't have a better word for it. But I'm sure if she has done some harm, people can sue her. There is a way possibly to sue her for doing damage, and she misrepresents herself. She literally has gone on shows and says, oh, I blend coaching and therapy together. No, you can't do that because therapy requires a licensing. There's so many times people come to me and say, oh, you're a psychologist. No, I'm not a psychologist. I am a trained counselor. I am a therapist. And people are always confusing that as well.
And is that part of the problem? It's so confusing to figure out what your area of expertise, what you do. And we know what you do.
Right.
And you do several things, but it's just pinpointing it.
Right. But like she said, correcting it. Like if someone says it, you correct them. That is your responsibility.
You have a responsibility.
And it's part of that ethical code and the training and everything that we receive too.
One thing that she mentioned, I think on the Joe Budden podcast again, is that she decided to no longer work under her licensure because of, billing and that type of thing. That was a red flag for me right there, even before she got to the Breakfast Club, right? Because we have a responsibility to do no harm to our clients, right? We have a responsibility to make sure that they are covered and that they can go to a board if we have, done something unethical. And so that wasn't in the forefront of her mind. It was just what works best for her.
And to that point, right, I accept insurance so that I can create opportunities for more people to have access.
And that's a fact, because if you have insurance, yeah, you might have high rates or whatever, but when I had got hurt on my job or whatever, and I end up going to to see a therapist, or was it a psychologist, behavioral therapist or whatever. I think she charged about $150 an hour, right? And I think I seen her for like an hour, probably like 3 or 4 sessions. My insurance covered that, right? Dr. Cheyenne Bryant doesn't want to take insurance because, for whatever reason, maybe because she's not a fucking real doctor. And if you go on her website, her sessions are between $350, $500 an hour. So she said she wanted to.
Check this out, y'all. This bitch a fraud. She ain't never finished school with that doctorate. She ain't never graduated. That's why she is so dismissive and disrespectful with her responses. Keep telling people, I'm not going to keep answering these questions. No, bitch. If you calling yourself a doctor and a patron is asking you questions about that, no, you need to answer that question. So, because why should I fucking do business with you? You might harm me in some kind of way mentally. You might harm me some way in my pockets. You charging $300, $500, is upwards of $750 for some kind of consultations, man. You motherfuckers are scammers, man. This is the decade of scammers I'm seeing. It seemed like everybody scamming, whether it's street scamming, social media scamming, all kind of shit. Y'all motherfuckers need to get a job. Like, get a job, like motherfuckers said, goddamn, do the right thing. Get a job, motherfucker. What is wrong with y'all?
To help people, you know what I'm saying, that couldn't afford the insurance, but your premium price is what they'll pay a month for their insurance. So when I seen that, I'm like, well, I done done some therapy sessions. It's $150 an hour. You know what I'm saying? Depending where you go, some people 75, some people 100. You know what I'm saying? But to go on her website and her services is at least $350. It don't add up. It don't make any sense. You're trying to take advantage of people, right? And right now, I heard that little book she just was showing up there. People are asking for a refund because she had built trust in the community, which with mostly women congregate with women who are intelligent, beautiful, articulate, have things going for themselves. You feel like you can trust this woman because she's, you know what I'm saying? She's been through the shit you've been through. You know what I'm saying? So these women was entrusted in this woman for her to come out years later, I'm telling you, and rain on her own parade by telling the truth subliminally. So this interesting.
Coming to you then. I ain't got it, the other doctors. I ain't got no cash.
The thing is that you are covered by her. You would be covered by me and her because we're all licensed. You have somewhere to go.
Okay.
And you can choose where you want to go. At the end of the day, it's just really convenient. All of this is happening in light of her new book. You know, how they said any press is good press.
Right.
And I feel like she's okay with the bad press. And that's also indicative of her character.
Okay, and we got to wrap up. One viewer says she seems like she's doing damage to the black mindset out there. Thank you guys for joining us. I know you can go on and on.
Oh, no, absolutely not. She ain't doing no.
No, she's not. She's not doing nothing bad to the black community. If anything, y'all need to look at this as a blessing, because now what y'all need to start doing, if you are messing around, if you needing some kind of help with any, whether it's medical, whether it's psychological, you better start doing your research on these motherfuckers. You need to start asking them questions. Where'd you go to school? When did you graduate? Ask her one question. Ask Chey one question. What year did you graduate when you got your doctorate? What was the year? And push on her. To see she good with the deflection and the attitude with these platforms that she be on that don't give her really no real pushback. I mean, the last one I saw with the journalist that she kind of gave her some pushback, and she like threw a shot at her at the end, like, yeah, I'm a journalist and I got 2 degrees and I can prove it. She kind of gave her a shot. You know what I'm saying? This shit was funny. It was on the slick shit. And if you really know it, if you look at that interview, yeah, Cheyenne was looking kind of shit faced. And because she asked her, like, matter of fact, it's right here. So I'm not even gonna go any further as far as on that, because this one was funny. This one was funny right here. How this journalist like put her on blast. You know what I'm saying? And was like, man, stand up on your shit. If you about that life, be about that life. I'm gonna let this play for a little bit. I'm gonna go on a little break. So, hey, give me 1 second. So hold on, y'all.
I've earned the title. I have multiple degrees, and I'm not going to prove anything to anybody.
6 separate degrees, 3 doctorates, 0 proof. There is a video on Club Chey where Dr. Cheyenne Bryant explicitly states that she has 6 separate degrees.
I ran into 6 degrees, 3 doctorates, a master's degree.
And out of those 6 separate degrees, 3 of those are doctorates.
I ran into 6 degrees, 3 doctorates, a master's degree, a house.
She has been a doctoral candidate 3 separate times. And 3 separate times, she is unable to find the transcripts proving that she completed said degree. You're telling me this woman has the intellect to sit down and obtain 6 separate degrees, but does not have the intellect to follow through to show proof of her credentials that she's loudly stating on various platforms. 6 separate degrees, 3 doctorates, 0 proof. Make that shit make sense, because 2 + 2 = 4, and she got 7. That don't add up.
My obedience is to God, not to people. And so as long as I'm in his will and I'm serving and I'm doing his, his word, my sheep will know my voice. Even the sheep in wolf clothing. That is not my battle.
But
That's
with the
his.
questions that are out there, why not provide the proof of your degree? Why not?
Well, a couple of things, right? I have multiple degrees. And my thing is that my proof isn't something that I have to prove to individuals. My proof is already within my credentials, my degrees, and also more than just my titles. It's in how effective I've been.
So I've been in private practice as a doctor of psychology for 17 years.
When somebody say Dr. Bryant, it irks me. Where's she a doctor at?
Conversation about your doctorate because people can't find your dissertation online.
There's just no holding take for any of our records.
Because I've done the research. I don't see doctor nowhere.
Just a
They
zero.
are going to do you online this week. They're going to say she has no records.
I don't need a doctorate in counseling psychology. All of my sessions have been live for the most part. My sessions with Nick Cannon, Cam Newton, Shannon Sharp, B. Simone, they have all been for the world to see, right? So no one knew who Dr. Bryant was prior to seeing all of my sessions that were live. And they deemed it, as well as I did before they did it, they can't validate me, I validated myself. They deemed it as my work being effective. I am effective at what I do. I'm educated and I'm successful in my lane, and I land on this. I created my own lane. And so a lot of times, Marissa, when people say that you created something that maybe they couldn't, admiration turns into envy.
What?
What? Hold on. What doctor talks like? What doctor talks in this kind of tonality? This defensive. I mean, like I said, they are real doctors in all professions. Doctors, lawyers, all those different professions. They are proud to talk about where they got their degrees from. They love the fact that they went to school and did all that hard work to be dentists, all of them. Just to talk about it. They'll sit up there and probably talk your ear off. You need to get a fucking root canal. You ask one simple question about their schooling, and they might talk your ear off for about a half an hour before you'll get your shit together. This bitch is a fraud. When are you? I'm gonna say something. When are you ladies gonna realize this shit, man? When are you simp ass niggas gonna realize this shit, man? She ain't giving you none of that. Hell, from what we've been hearing, she like the other side. This so-called 5-year relationship that she done spent the block with a younger motherfucker that he's emotionally unable to really be with her, but you be with him and all this other. Shut the fuck up, man. Shut the fuck up. Ain't no nigga. But there was news some months back about her and some little stud girl, sharing matching chains and shit like that. How her veracity is with men. She hates men. Some of y'all like, no. Well, shit, Ross. You be getting all hardcore on women. Yeah, I do. On their behavior. That don't mean I hate them. I hate behavior. I hate certain behavior. I don't hate women. Far from that. Well, fucking ass about my pedigree, motherfucker. But anyway, let's go.
And you got to be okay.
I
And
see
you got to
that
be okay
view
with
it,
that
yeah,
in
as
that
an
space.
attack.
Yeah.
But I think, and I've gotten this question from many viewers,
Yeah.
and I owe it to them.
You
in
do.
service to
Absolutely.
them. Why not drop doctor from your name if you
Well,
cannot bring forth
yeah.
that doctoral degree?
So I've already covered this, right? And we're here obviously to talk about my new book. So I've earned the title. I have multiple degrees, and I'm not going to prove anything to anybody. And we're going to leave.
First off, bitch, we don't care about your multiple degrees. We care about one. And that's that doctorate that you claim that you're a therapist. That you can't find, you can't show proof of this. We don't give a fuck about your bachelor's, master's, none of that bullshit. PhD, none of that matters. It doesn't matter. What the fuck the proof about this goddamn about this doctrine? What's that proof? I want to know, because boy, this is coming your way. You think it's sweet? Fuck that book. This motherfucker's getting their money back off that book. Now you have no validity. Now you have no credibility. You're being looked at more. And, oh my God, the last video I just showed, that was on national television. So guess what? You done made national news for all the wrong reasons. It's only a matter of time for you. I say maybe the end of the summer, maybe the end of the year. But I clef, oh God, when 2027 hit, ain't no woman gonna be thinking about this. She gonna fuck around and be like the TikTok therapist selling coaching on OnlyFans. Just saying.
Leave it just as that. Yeah.
Dr. Cheyenne Bryant.
Baby, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant.
And that's where, and you're standing by that.
Standing by it.
All
Yeah,
right.
because I earned it. Absolutely.
Where all my scamming ass niggas at? Spending that money fast.
This right here to me is disrespectful to the real doctors out there who really earned their credentials. See, this is why I don't respect women like this. Because when a woman is a finesser, she's going to try her best to finesse every single opportunity. So this chick decided to trick the world by adding doctor to her name, but she can't provide any proof of her credentials. See, the thing about women like this, bro, they thrive in delusion. This is why I always tell you guys, women like this are compulsive, pathological liars. They will lie to themselves to the point that they start to believe their lies. Now, this chick had several situations where she could have cleared her name. Yo, just be honest. You're busted. The thing about a bird is a bird will never admit that she's lying. She's going to keep thriving in delusion. And now she's saying the only person that she got to prove anything to is God. See, the thing about the internet, a person could be anybody on the internet. But if you pay attention to that person's message, if you understand how to be rational, you will know that this chick is all cap, because half the shit that she be saying doesn't make any sense. However, she will still get booked because her gimmick generates views, right? So she was able to get booked by Nick Cannon, Shannon Sharp, who else? Joe Budden, because these people are looking at her engagement rate, they are looking at her numbers, and they are saying, I mean, even though she's bullshit, she's gonna bring views. But in life, it's only so long you can pretend before you get exposed. It's only so long you could live a lie. That's why it's best to just be righteous, because what's in the dark must come to the light. When you listen to this woman message, bro, Shorty is clearly a bird. She ain't got no message. She ain't got no husband. She's just a single older bird out here roaming the streets. But a woman like this will always sound smart to dumb people. So she will navigate through the social media space, kicking her bullshit. Because let's be real, bullshit moves the needle on the internet. But the bottom line is this, man, this is just the outcome of a bird that got busted. And you know what is so sad? Even though she got exposed for being fake, even that handshake was fake. Like that lady, like whoever this lady is, she's so real. Watch this right here. It's like, yo, the lady's like, I really don't want to shake your hand. You fake. But this is the type of shit that this woman does, bro. She's a straight finesser. And you know what it is? She been finessing all her life. She never changed. Here's the thing, right? When a woman is young and she realized that she could use her beauty to finesse, that becomes her go-to move. And now this chick is probably pushing 50s and she's still the same. This is why I always tell you guys, yo, that energy never leaves a woman. If a woman is a bird at 5, she's going to be a bird at 50. That is real. This chick is still lying. She's still scamming. A bird never stops. But the bottom line is this, fellas. This is exactly what it looks like when a woman thrives in delusion, when everything about her is a lie. But instead of facing reality, she will keep lying and keep thriving in delusion. It doesn't stop. This right here is just sad. But to me, this chick been got exposed. And if anybody really listened to what she be saying, she really don't be saying shit. She be talking in circles just to maneuver and get in certain events. It's all a play. But
she never really answers the question. And then when you really press her, then that's when she gets real offensive. Real defensive. That's what happens. That's what happened on the Breakfast Club. You sitting up here cursing, talking about, oh man, people can come up with whatever they want. I don't give a fuck. Like, really? Oh, and I'm supposed to trust you with confidentiality. utilizing you in a session, and you want to post it online? Like, oh no, 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 no. Remember, she put Offset on blast. Had the nerve to post on social media that she quote unquote had a therapy session with him. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? You know, when the midst of him and Cardi was right before they did the split, or a little bit after, I think it was one or the other. It was a little bit after the split or it was right before it hit that you went on social media and said that you talked to Offset and you actually gave certain details of this fucking shit, and bitch, you bogus as fuck for that. Whew. You lucky I stopped being in music. You lucky. I mean, I'm not gonna pay you 300, 500, $700 an hour to sit down and talk to your ass unless you about to bust that shit open anyway. But I'm just saying, but it just is what it is. But if you sit up there, yeah, she violating all kind of that shit, man. She a Tiffany Henyard on another level. Cliff, oh God, I wish that would have been me that she sat up there and did a session. I did a session with her with, and then you go online talking about what our conversations was and all this other shit. I will come find you. You know, he told me the stories about him when he was 6 years old, be in the bed all the way up to he was 8, and bitch, right there alone. Just out of there. Yeah, I did it. Fuck it. She violated my hippo rights. The fuck? Anyway, uh, since whatever the YouTube guys want to do with my man AC on that one video that I was going to play, it's one that they did not take off. And it's about what we still talking about. And I want to get his take on it, because this is my man right here. He be talking some shit. He don't give no fuck. Okay. He doesn't care. Obviously, and this is another thing. You a so-called therapist, right? You're a doctor, but you go to the Jeezy event dressed like this and just was sashaying your ass all over that motherfucker. Dressed like this, doctor, you know? Yeah, yeah. Just, I mean, nothing to the imagination. You straight putting yourself out there. Okay, for you to be, you know, at your age, you all right, but you showing desperation as well. Who in a right mind is gonna fuck with a broad like this? This is why she ain't never been married. This is why she ain't got no damn kids. She gonna be another Vivica Fox. Watch what I say. She right up there with Kendra Sleeves. Shout out to MABW. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all of them, all the old hags that was hot 20 years ago. All y'all bitches was hot 20 years ago. And I know, like I said, and I still been seeing some reactions to the post that I did last week about the social club women. And let me clarify something, because I think some women didn't understand where I was at with that post. It was random. But, I still see certain posts from some of these so-called hot girls, from like 5 years ago, 10 years ago, all that other shit, right? Y'all thought y'all was shit. Because you had all the attention, because of how you look, and this, that, and whatever. But as time went on, as them joints started deteriorating, as that food habit started getting bigger, you start having motherfucking more kids with all these pookies and shit, picking up weight, not going to the gym, not giving a fuck about your health. Yeah, y'all looking like stir-fry shit. Sitting right on the edge of the equator, just sitting there in a nice bowl, stir-fried shit that's sitting like 2 feet from the line of the equator. Yeah, you think about that for a second. Anyway, shout out to my man AC for this one. Let's go.
Salute. Let's just get straight to it, right? I was going to put a bunch of clips together, edit a video of all the clips of, what's going on with her, with other, licensed therapists, doctors talking about her and, her own interviews, lying, exposing herself. But I said, no. Let's just have a quick discussion with the brothers, because what's not being said is we were right. That's what's not being said, black men. Black men were right. Black men were right. Black men said she's a grifter. She's not a real doctor. Those degrees are honorary. They DEI degrees. These are not real. This is not real. Black men were right again. But you know the reason why she got through custody.
But I will say this. Now, she ain't get through college. We going to get to that. I'm going to let my man cook. But we will say this. But another thing we will say, for all you ladies that know she full of shit, y'all better fucking stand on her neck. But stand on her neck. I know some of y'all don't want to hear it. I know some of y'all still want to ride or die for her because you think because she so-called made Cam Newton and Nick Cannon look bad and talk to Chey and Joe Button and all that other shit, talk that bullshit on the Breakfast Club, that really she got no pushback. None of you motherfucking niggas was giving her any pushback. I guess, the sisterhood thought that, oh yeah, we got us a female Kevin Samuels. No, bitch, she a fraud. She ain't nowhere near what the fuck that man was on. And he never said he was a doctor. He never said he was a therapist. He never said anything other than that he is a fucking image consultant. That's it. Show me where he said he was any of those things. Show me where he put on a website or a web page, Dr. Kevin Samuels. The fuck? He was a salesman. And a very good one, because every time he had a show, he always was putting up the different fragrances that men should get, the different candles that give certain aromas that you might want to have in your house, that have a certain ambiance, a certain spiritualness, a certain energy. He used to do that shit. Man, he was a salesman. I ain't never seen him sell no merchandise. I ain't never seen him selling no t-shirts, no coffee mugs. no books, none of that shit. Did he do one-on-one consultations with people that wanted to get a better understanding of relationship behavior and knowing what you should and shouldn't do, or how you should present yourself in everyday life as far as your dress and fashion? I didn't like the fact that he had a problem with brothers with locks. I did have a problem with that. He felt that a man with locks wasn't to be looked at seriously. And I blame the YNs for that shit. Because I didn't have mine since the 90s. Yeah, it's been that long. I cut them so they don't fucking be all the way down the street. You know, that's a lot. You know, I keep them a certain length, but if I was to never have cut my hair since I started growing my locks in 93, that's 33 years. That's a lot of hair. I have problems sitting, walking, shitting, pissing, whatever. I know I'm saying too much. Anyway, let's go.
Customs. And who propped her up? Of course, it was Keisha's that propped her up. Keisha's propped her up. I saw a Keisha do a video, talk, and the title was talking about her. One of these Keishas that, you know, stay banging on black men. The title was Pretty Privilege. From who? She received pretty privilege from who? Y'all? She didn't receive it from us. From who? The reason why she got through customs was because she was going on these black male, going on their talk shows or their shows or whatever and talking down to them as if she was better than them. That's the reason why she got through customs. Talking down to black males when these black males were giving her a platform. That's how she got through customs. She wasn't in these relationship spaces. She was not in these relationship spaces. She was trying to school the youth. Wasn't she on episode of Teen Mom or something like that? She wasn't in these spaces, but when she saw these spaces can put her out there, she inserted herself, and that opened her up to criticism from us because we was like, wait a minute, who are you to come through and tell us what we should and should not be doing? Let's look into your life. And when we looked into her life, we saw nothing but red flags. You're old, you're washed, multiple engagements. Yeah, flags. Didn't know what she was talking about most of the
Don't let's not forget about the so-called dude that's like I think she said that the guy that she spent the block for the last 5 or 6 years, whatever, is like 5, 6 years younger than her. That has emotional issues that she can't really lock down with him because, and who is that guy? You never gave a name. Hell, you talk about everybody else's business. Why didn't you say where he's from? Even if you didn't give a name. You could have said, well, yeah, I met him when I was here in Philly or St. Louis or at the Players Club. I don't know, shit. This vague grifter. We've been saying this shit about her. But oh, you ladies, y'all was like, yeah. She told Cam looking at her like, bitch, you look, I'm just that kind of dude. I ain't, man. I'm an ex-NFL player. I got certain standards. I got a certain lifestyle. I had a certain way of living. You are not nowhere in my cipher. I'm doing you a favor. And she thought that that was a therapy session for Cam. You trying to get you come up here with some fucking mint drip kind of dress, like a tube dress, titties all over the place, hair and lips and all this shit popping. Talking about, yeah, you basically do these things, these interviews. Well, you don't even call them interviews, you call them sessions. And I don't understand that philosophy. You just, I don't know. Maybe she just thinks she all that. I guess. I don't know. She ain't all that to me. But I'm not impressed. I'm not. I'll look at this picture right here. If I saw her out and about, the only thing, especially if I was in that life or in that space, and I'm not saying I'm not in a certain space, but if I was in that kind of space, the first thing that's gonna come out of my mouth is gonna be like, how much? Look at her. Wouldn't you say that? I think some of you ladies would say the same damn thing. Like, what's up? Shit. I mean, fuck. Like, what's up, freaky deaky? Shucky ducky, motherfucker.
The time, never been married. They used to go at KS because he wasn't married at the time, but he's been married twice. And the only thing they can say about how you could talk about marriage when you have two failed marriages. She has none.
And guess what? The difference between KS and her, I watched his catalog. I've seen the live streams when he brought up about his past relationships and how he admitted that he made mistakes. You know, we make mistakes too. It ain't just one sided. He admitted that he made some mistakes. He took certain things for granted. And he's like, you know what? I'm gonna take all that in to the chin. And I'm gonna put this out for the brothers as far as this is what you need not to do. Cause I did it. See, that's a difference, bitches. Grifters, scammers. It's a difference when you have more life experience. Shout out to my old man. Anyway, ghetto promo. We not getting back together. Don't even ask. But anyway, he came from a place of experience and also from an intelligence to be like, hey, look, I know I fucked up. I had my flaws, like we all do. If you don't sit here and think that you have flaws, I need not to fuck around with you. If you think that you are all holier than now and you don't make no mistakes or no bad decisions or rational, emotional, detrimental moves, I can't fuck with you. If you can't admit your part, I can't fuck with you. Because the one thing that has always been the perception of the battle of the sexes, and not only our community in the black community, but in the community as far as man and woman on this earth. Women always think that the man is always wrong. Women, a lot of women, always think that the man has no respect, no boundaries, no this, whatever. Okay, fine. There are some men that's like true, duly noted. Stop fucking with them. there's some women that's just as ratchet. But guess what happens with the men that fucks with them? They fuck with them. So we're wrong when we make bad decisions as far as who we lay with, who we entertain, who we be around. And that's a lack of discernment, and that's a lack of accountability, because all of us make these mistakes. All of us. It ain't just one side. All of us fuck up and do a fast can risk and lose. All of us do it. I challenge anybody to stand in front of a mirror one day and ask themselves this. What can I do to better myself? Not the next person. Not your brother. Not your sister. Not your uncle. Not your friend. Not your ex. Not your one-nighter. What can I do to improve me? To guard me? To show me what I need to do to elevate myself? Because if you still doing the same shit you was doing last year, this year, at this time, from 25 to 26, right now, you ain't grown. You ain't grown. You stuck. You full of it. You're lazy. You're bullshitting yourself. You're shitting in the bed. And you got fucking soap chips around it. And it ain't helping. Yeah, soap chips in bed. Yeah, y'all don't remember that cartoon. But anyway, I'm just showing my age. Don't worry about me. Soap chips in bed. Shit is real out here. And I hate this victim mentality that a lot of us try to do and be and manipulate, stuff like that. We shouldn't do that. We only got one life, man. We only got one life. And we need to try to live it as best as we can. Because we don't know what's after this life. None of us can dictate or say where we go once our spirit leaves our vessel of the body that is holding our spirit. Once it gets released, we don't know. We have no idea. But we got to do better. But sorry for the rant. I had to say that. But anyway, let's go.
None. And she got through customs. She got through customs. We didn't prop her up. We didn't prop her up. Soon as she came out, we told the real. You know what? They was like, oh, we don't want a successful woman to come out and do her thing. All the shame, insults. We was like, okay. We was just waiting. That's all. We knew what it was. We was just waiting. They took advice from a washed up 40-something-year-old who has never been married, yet they gave KS issues, gave him pushback, but he's been married. And on top of that, when she was exposed for not having, you know, not being a real doctor, right? The first thing they said to us was, where is your information? Where do you get your information from? How you know she's not a doctor? How you know this? How you know that? How you know this and that? When we said to her, I mean, when we said to them, because they was questioning us, we said, wait a minute. We threw the question back at them. How do you know she's a doctor? They asked us, how do we know if she's a doctor or not? We threw the question, how do you know she's a doctor? See, we're not trying to get advice from her. So she's not dangerous to us. She's not dangerous to us. Don't you think it should be on y'all to try to figure out where she studied at, where she got her degree?
Because let's be honest, men are not really going to her. Yeah, she's done interviews with men, but how she looked at those interviews online with men, she in her pea brain, well, I won't call her pea brain because she got some intelligence about herself. She's just a manipulative ass fuck. But she viewed those interviews as therapy sessions. That's why she talked to those men like Chey, Shannon Sharp, and Cam Newton, and Nick Cannon, Joe Button, The Breakfast Club. She viewed that as some fucking form of a therapy session in her fucking echo chamber of a fucking mind. And that's insane. That is fucking insane. Before it's all said and done, there are a few people that I would love to see her sit down with. I would love to see her sit down with Corey Holcomb, which she's not. I would love to see her sit down with Don Lexi, which she would not. I would love to see her sit down with Media Tutorial and Reviews, MTR. She is not. I would love to see her sit down with Tommy Sotomayor. She won't. Because, Tommy actually is in that same field. And if you look up Tommy Sotomayor's credentials, you can see it. Now, Umar, he gonna pander because he gonna try to hit because that's just him. It is what it is. But those other men that I just called out, she ain't gonna sit down and talk to them because they're not gonna fucking pander to her. They're not gonna sit there and cater to her emotions or her whatever. They are going to fucking belt the ass and feet in the fire. My lonely, limited, black bottom Roscast ass ain't gonna have no shot to sit down and talk with this woman. Because she might want to put hands on me once I'm through talking to her. And that's just because I'm going to just give her pushback and I'm going to ask serious questions. I'm not going to let her overtalk. Because that's her thing. She likes to overtalk people with these eloquent words. And she does these runoff sentences that just go on and 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 on. You sitting there, and you already asked a question, and she done said one thing pertaining to it, and then spent it to something totally different for like 3.5 minutes. Now you done forgot what the fuck you asked her. She purposely does that shit. She's a manipulative ass motherfucker. Anyway, let's go.
Then she does the Joe Budden podcast and just exposed herself. And then all these licensed therapists, all these other Keishas come out of nowhere and said, wait a minute. And the reason why, because they started seeing their coin diminish when you have somebody saying that you can bypass all the protocols that it takes to be a licensed therapist and get paid without doing any of the work that they had to put in for it. That's when it got real. So what did she do? She doubles down. Oh, no, I went here. I got my degree here. And then they ask, well, show us, where's the transcripts? Oh, you can't get the transcripts because the school shut down right before the transcript. Okay, you still can pull them up. Then what she does? Then what she said? She said, oh, she's not showing anything to nobody. She's not showing anybody any degree. She's not showing nothing. So you don't want to show your degree, but you don't mind showing your buns. You don't want to show that degree from your school, but you don't mind showing everything else. Look at her in this picture right here. This is the reason why I post this picture. This is the reason why I put this picture up. Look at this picture. She don't want to show a degree, but she rather show everything else. She don't think she need to show anybody anything. You know, it's up to God. It's up to this. It's up to that. They fell for it and they continue to fall for it. This is the reason why they stay getting conned. This is part of the reason also why they stay broke. It's part of the reason why Keisha stay broke. They so easy to con. They're so easy to con. They so easy to con. All you got to tell them is feel good content. That's it. Just give them feel good content. Tell them that they're not in the wrong. Tell them that what they're doing is working. It's not you. It's everybody else. It's not you. It's them. It's not you. It's men. Just keep telling them that. Tell them that you're not the one that's toxic. You're not the one that's volatile, violent. You're not the one in the wrong in any of these situations. It's them and they good money. They send you anything.
And that's dangerous. That's dangerous mindset. We're living in dangerous times for you to have that kind of ideology and those kind of reactions. There are still women that are caping for this woman. Even out of all this shit. Y'all just hating. Y'all just no. Hating what? What are we hating? A woman with no kids that ain't never been married, she always wants to present herself to be a slur and be condescending and be a grifter. You know, after a while, you know, and I hate to say this, there are just some women out here, you just get tired of hearing their fucking voice, man. There are just some women out here, you know, that, oh shit, she coming to the party. Hey man, I'm up. Tell me how the shit went. That just people just stop fucking with. You know, like the likes of Amanda Seals. She is a prime example of a woman that think that she got it like that, but her attitude is so shitty. Her soft skills, her people skills, her communicating skills are so shattered. You don't want to even be in the same room with this bitch. You look up, you see her walking in the motherfucker like, fuck. All right, wait, check this out. Hey, y'all. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. I got some shit I gotta do. I just remembered. I gotta be back. I gotta like pick some cotton. What? Yeah, I'm picking cotton right now. This is my side hustle. Don't worry about the shit. I ain't slave. But anyway, I gotta go. Shit like that. It's that bad. It's that fucking bad. With a motherfucker like, man, look, I'm willing to say I'm about to go pick some cotton instead of being in the same room with a motherfucker like that. That's wild work, right? I'm sorry, I'm just talking shit. But anyway, don't get offended. Don't be trying to report my shit. It's just jokes, man. I'm just joking. So don't get all in your motherfucking feelings and shit, thinking it's 12 years a slave up in this motherfucker. It's not. Anyway, let's
Pookie Johnson is hanging on because of them. They the only ones still giving him money. That's the reason why he come out with no, Snow Bunny never and all that, all this. He know what he's doing. He know that's his only form of payment. It's from them. Black men been checked out. No, the black men been checked out. But Keisha's still around because he's promoting this. No Snow Bunny, this your greatest achievement to anybody to black women is marrying them. That's your greatest achievement. You should stick with your own this and this and that, this and this and that. But Keisha can't just sit back and look and be like, wait a minute. If you're saying that's the greatest achievement is being committed to a black woman, how come you have 2 baby mothers? You didn't commit to any of them. Because it don't matter. Doesn't matter. As long as they keep telling them what they want to hear, they'll keep donating, they'll keep supporting. But see, let me tell you, her biggest problem is she has Keisha's coming at her because Keisha is way more in the field. I did the percentage. I think, as far as therapists go, it's only around 1.5% to 2% of black men in that field. It's around 7% black women. Matter of fact, they did a what was it? Article. They wrote an article how they need more black men in that field. Black men is not in that field. You know why?
I mean, yeah, they need more black men in that field because some of the black men that's in that field ain't shit either. And that's the men that's in the field. I had a situation with someone that I ain't even that versed with. Look, I'll be honest with you. As many times people have always wanted to say, well, man, you need to take therapy too. No, I don't. You wanna know why? Because I believe in self-preservation. I believe in falling back from things and taking a more perspective look at life. So no, I for me personally, I can't speak for anybody else. Yo, what's up, sweetness? I see you. I can't speak for anybody else, but me myself personally, I can admit my flaws. I can admit my bad doings. I can admit my mistakes. I can admit all that shit. The fuck I need to go to a therapist for? I don't have suicidal thoughts. I don't have thoughts of self-harm, harming someone else, unless they cross me in a manner that I might have to defend myself. But just waking up in the morning, just wanting to do some crazy shit, no, I've never thought that. So what the fuck do I need to sit down and spend 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, $700 an hour talking to a motherfucker about my problems? I can talk to my most high. I can talk to my mother. I can talk to myself. So some of these, even some of these men that is the small, minute minority in that field, they're not all 100. See, when you're dealing with the psychology of the mind, transmigration of the soul is what it derived from. It's what these people are doing. You're bringing a certain energy to try to psychoanalyze people, and then you try to spin it in a manner whereas they're seeing your views. It's supposed to be in a non-biased situation, but is it really? I have seen therapists do things to their so-called clients to influence them to do some fucked up shit that they wouldn't have never thought of, but because they sound so convincing and so pleasant and so professional and so understanding and observing how you were, they used your weaknesses as their strength. So now you done did some bullshit or moved a certain way that you probably wouldn't have never done. Why can't you look yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, what can I do to improve myself? Why can't you use the Most High and get the power from that and look yourself in the mirror and get that? What's wrong with you? You that weak? Are you that weak? Are you that weak? You need someone else to tell you what the fuck you need to do for you? Shit. All right, whatever. Let's go.
Black men look at therapy as a scam. That's number one. Number two, it doesn't make any money. Doesn't make any money. Put yourself in the debt. Go look for a job. Go look for, go through that career path and get paid peanuts, opposed to how much debt you had to acquire to get this degree. It's not much money in it. But the quiches are in there, heavy. That's why you have a bunch of quiches that's in that field coming out, slamming her through the mud. And that's her biggest problem. See, if it was
So with that being said, I have to question, damn, some of the men that's in that profession that's being well off. I wonder, what is it that they're really doing other than these quote unquote therapy sessions? What are they doing to obtain this certain wealth? Because this is supposed to be a civil service, right? Which is monetary, which is fine, because that's your job. But what makes certain therapists at a higher financial bracket than others if they wasn't doing anything other than helping you? There must be some other shit in the game with that. And I don't know, because that's not my field. Did I study? Did I get a class in it? Yeah, I got a class in it in college. I didn't go all off into it because that's just wasn't my thing. But that's besides the point. My point is, it's like, okay, what are some of these other so-called therapists really doing to get the money that they're getting? They selling false hope. They're telling you what you really, what you need to hear, instead of telling you what you need to hear. They grifting you. Like my man AC just said, yeah. Have I always thought that shit was a scam? You know, sitting on laying on the couch and some motherfucker sitting there in a chair with a goddamn notepad asking, well, you know, all these different fucking questions. Yeah, I always looked at that shit as trash from a young age. When I used to see certain TV shows that do shit like that, that used to do shit like that, I used to see that imagery. I always thought that shit was bullshit then. You want to tell, I'm telling you my whole life fucking story to a fucking stranger that I'm paying. The fuck? Are we really thinking that? And I'm not shitting on the ones that actually are trying to help. But come on, man, let's get it together. You mean tell me you can't get your shit together for yourself? You that weak? You that unstable? I mean, what? If that's the case, then like I said, we need to bring back mental facilities. It's a place for people like that. But everybody's all out and about. Like, you know, hey, I'm here. I'm at the store, I'm at the mall, I'm at the gas station, I'm at the club, I'm on the train, the bus, driving down the street, just nutty. And I know that sounds terrible, but I mean, what else am I supposed to say? I don't make excuses for bad behavior. Don't. Even myself. I don't make excuses for my bad behaviors that I've had. I don't. But I don't need to sit and pay some money to a motherfucker that is trying to get all in my damn business that I don't know what to tell me what I should do. All right, let's go.
Field that she was in that was, you know, you had that was saturated with black men, and she was basically, you know, telling people that you can just bypass anything. You don't have to, you don't need a CDL to drive a truck. you you know, you don't need a CDL to drive an 18-wheeler. You know, you could just do this or do that, or you don't need a plumber's. You don't need to have a certificate. You don't need to be a licensed plumber to do plumbing. You don't need to be a licensed lineman. You don't need to be a licensed electrician. You don't need to be licensed in any of these things. You don't have to be licensed as far as stonemasonry. You don't have to be licensed in any. And black men say, wait a minute, that's a lie. In order to.
Because I'm going to tell you something. All those fields, construction, plumbing, HVAC, whatever. You ain't got no license. And I work in sales, right? My job, I deal with these individuals. You know who gives me the most problems as far as paying? Motherfuckers that's not licensed. And I don't probe them to like, are you licensed? Because for the most part, the sources where I get them from, you know, from like Google, and I only really deal with Google. I don't deal with Yelp. I don't deal with Home Advisor. I don't deal with none of those sites because those are the main culprits that have these shadow businesses with some of them mostly illegal aliens that know a little English and a few other low tier motherfuckers that, you know, just started up a business and just have an LLC. Who is that? Who is this geezer? That's Chey and Bryant. you know, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, you know, she's been all over the internet, you know, the one that think that she's a therapist, um, a counselor, a fucking advisor, you know, for like a life coach. But it's coming out that she claimed that she's a doctor, but she can't pull up her proof of her dissertation or that she's even legitimately a doctor. And she's giving a lot of pushback from it. You would have to, like, after this, go back to the beginning, get some of the references that I posted on here, and check out some of the other videos that is out here, because she's been in the news not just only this week. She's been out here for a while on the social media. See, I'm in certain circles and certain algorithms as far as online, so I see a lot of these kind of like podcasts and panel shows and stuff like that. So this is why I be having so much shit, and I be trying to condense it, because if I was to really sit up and talk about a lot of this shit, I would have like 5-hour live streams. I'm not trying to be on this bitch for 5 hours. So she's a doctor and dressing like, no, yeah, that's what she claims. That's what she claims. She claims she's a doctor, you know. Yeah, but this is how she wants. She. I'm telling you, she used to be a video vixen. It's an old school Marion video back in like maybe the late '90s or whatever, early 2000s that she was in. She used to be a video vixen. That's what a lot of people don't remember. The new people, us old heads, we remember seeing that little fucking bug head looking broad on the motherfucker. Yeah, but check it out from the beginning once it's over. But we almost finished, so it's all good.
To drive these type of trucks, you need a CDL. This ain't a box truck. This ain't a Dunkin' Donuts truck. You need a CDL for this. Wait a minute. In order for me to go into somebody's house and start working on the electrical, I need to be a certified electrician. I need to have some skin in the game. What are you talking about? Oh, in order for me to be a plumber and a master plumber at that, I need to have these credentials. If that happened and black men came out, it would have been crickets. Nobody wouldn't care. They would have been like, so what? So what? And they would have had a long following of Keisha's telling the world, hey, you don't need to put in this much work in order to do that. I'm telling you, I know how this would have went. But it's therapy. It's therapy. And Keisha's a heavy in that. And why you think they so warped? They go and sit down and talk to other Keishas about their problems. The therapists have problems bigger than her. The therapists be having problems, serious problems.
And this is what I'm going to say. I will say this, even though the percentage of male therapists in the psychological field is lower than the women, it would probably behoove them if they really was to sit down, if they need therapy, to have male therapists. Okay. Just like what I would say, I would suggest, if a man really needs therapy, did you go to a woman therapist? Because what we don't need is therapists that have a certain agenda with a certain gender to be non biased, you know, because you guys are the same gender. So you're gonna sometimes, you know, get on the same page. Therapy is about accountability, understanding, and learning how to cope with whatever issues that you have. And the only way that a lot of times that all of us, men and women, are going to understand that it's not from your same gender, it's from the opposite sex. Because if you're having relationship problems, ladies, and you're finding all these bad men and these men that are emotionally unavailable or abusive and whatever the case may be, you need, and if you need therapy, you need a male therapist that's going to tell you what you should look for if you're looking for a man, and vice versa for a man that's seeking out counsel. They need to go to a woman that knows what it takes for that woman to move the way they need to move and what you as a man need to be. If we're just going to just go that route. And like I say, I'm not a therapist. I took a class in fucking college for a semester, okay? So I'm not an expert, but I understand certain moves. Am I have I always understood certain things? Yeah, to a certain degree. Am I perfect? No, I'm not. Because I'm not. This ain't my profession. But I know a bullshitter when I see it. I know a piece of shit when I see it. I know a scammer when I see it. I know a grifter when I see it. And I know when the spot's getting hot, it's time to move. That's what I know. I just know real life.
Problems. Therapist getting evicted. The therapist just got a car repoed. Therapist is a single mom with 3 kids living in the rat community. The therapist is messed up. Therapist. And they there to listen, right? They there to listen, but their life is in shambles. How can they help you with anything? But let me tell you, she was supposed to do a show in St. Louis. Well, I think she's still doing the show, right? Some guy named I Am Truth Hurts, I think this was his name. I didn't know much about him. I don't know much about him. Some people was talking about him, and I clicked on a video of him, and he said, and there's a flyer out with her and him and some other person up there, but she's in the middle, right? Like she's in the forefront, he's in the back, and there's another, I think it's another Keisha there in the picture, right? And they supposed to be in St. Louis. He came out and said that I can't go there, I can't be there, I won't be there. He made a video saying he won't be there. And the reason why he said he's not going to be there is because he can't be sitting next to a dishonest person. This is an ex-felon, y'all. This is an ex-felon. He got his life together. It seems like he got his life together.
Hold on. So you mean to tell me that an ex-felon that got his life together didn't want that was on the bill to hang out in particular show with her, with this one right here that's on the screen, the thought box, that claims she a doctor. I would never call her by that name. This is why the title says what it is in my Friday voice. You ain't got to lie. You ain't got to lie, Chey. You ain't got to lie. That's why this title's like that. You ain't got to lie, Chey. You ain't got to lie. Stop lying. For an ex-felon to say, I'm not going because I can't be around people that's dishonest, man, yeah, he definitely changed his world. God damn.
Together, I seen some videos of him talking about what it took for him to get his life together. But he been around the grimiest. He been around the greasiest. If he been in prison, he been around the grimiest, the greasiest. He been at the bottom. He been with some real sharks, some lowlives. And he said he can't be next to her. When the ex Pookie said, I can't be next to you because you bad for business. but the what I'm saying, black men, is we had nothing to do with this. We wasn't looking at her saying she's so fine. We wasn't doing that. Maybe the simps was. Maybe the simps was. You know how the simps are. They see a woman that they deem looks good, and it's like they never seen a attractive woman before. These simps is insane. They'll see an attractive woman and act like they never seen one before. Like, if you believe she's attractive, so what? They be simped out, man. They be simped out. But I'm going to say this. We were not. We saw somebody who was washed, right? Who's out here grifting. That's what we saw. We didn't see what she looked like. We didn't look at her and say, oh, she's this, she that. We saw somebody who is older and grifting and giving bad information. And we looked at her life and said, come on, you kidding me? We said that.
And if you look back in history, before she wanted to change up her image, before when she was like a video vixen, like in the early 2000s, she ain't no different. She know how to move. She's smart. She's intelligent. She's very articulate with her words and things like that. But she's one of those people, like I say, that likes to talk, and talk in circles and talk in a way that gets you off what you was trying to have a conversation with her with. And next thing you know, you said, man, look, it's the sky blue. And by the time she finished talking to you, she puts it in a way where the sky's like lavender. And you're just like, okay, right. But then you stuck and you ain't got nothing else to come with, man. These actual therapists, these licensed therapists, they are coming at her neck. They're coming at her. They're coming at her. It's about to be over for her. I'm trying to tell you, it is about to be over for her. Shout out to everybody that tuned in tonight. Shout out to all those that tuned in late. Sweetness, I see you in the house. You know, it's all good. Like I say, like we always say, you know, hey, if you miss it from the beginning to the ninth inning, just hit it on back on the replay. We hit it. It's in the archives now. This is another one for the books. So it's Friday. You know, I've been on here for 3 hours. Yeah, we had a lot to talk about. I appreciate everybody that tuned in tonight. You know, appreciate my UKs, you know, people that came into the house. I shout out to everybody that's doing what it is. Shit, it is late. We about to wrap it up. You are definitely here at another edition of the Black Bottom Roscast. I'm your host, Ross Lee. Hit the like on the way in, please. If nothing else, hit the like button. And if you are new, please subscribe. And if you're already a part of this, tell a friend and tell a friend, tell a friend that to tune into the Black Bottom Roscast. You know, help a brother out. HBO. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, I want y'all to live as long as you want and never want as long as you live. Until next time, we are definitely gone. So I'm sitting over here struggle streaming. See, fuck, I'm struggle streaming already. I ain't on my shit. But like always, I want y'all to be safe out there, man. Till next time, shout out.